If you've been in a big truck accident, you better have a lawyer who understands the traffic rules for big trucks.
And a lawyer who can navigate the hundreds of laws that can complicate your case.
At Farah & Farah, we're ready to go the long haul to fight for you.
And numerals outlined in orange, and Mets across the chest of their black uniforms tonight to go along with their black caps. Folks Tire Discounters round tripper home run promotion offers Braves fans a next day instant savings on sets of select tires, plus a free alignment and a free oil change. The more homers the Braves hit, the bigger the deals at Tire Discounters. Learn more at braves.tirediscounters.com. The rotation of umpires has Mark Rippiger behind the plate calling balls and strikes tonight. Nick Marley is the first base umpire. Vic Carapazza, the crew chief, is at second base, and Nick Lentz is the third base umpire. Valvoline Instant Oil Change is a proud partner of your Atlanta Braves. Visit your neighborhood Valvoline for a stay-in-your-car oil change done in about 15 minutes. No appointment needed. So the Mets fan out defensively. Here's the leather for New York. Pete Alonso is at first base. Jeff McNeil's at second. Francisco Lindor, the shortstop, and Brett Beatty is at third base. In the outfield for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo in left, Cedric Mullins in center, Juan Soto in right field. Luis Torrens is the catcher, and on the mound is the right-hander Kodai Senga. And Darren, he's a guy that the Braves have only seen twice. He hasn't faced the Braves this year, but in 2 appearances versus the Braves, he's won both of them. And when he's got that fork ball going, it can be really tough.
Yeah, that fork ball he presents these hitters is really unique. You don't see him a lot, but he's got really good control of it. It is a nasty pitch, so that's what they're going to see when he's looking for a strikeout. You know, if we're breaking down his pitches, he's got a bunch of them. About 80% of his offerings will be either a four-seam fastball, that fork ball, or a cutter. And then he messes around with the other pitches, the other 20% made up of a slider, a sinker, a sweeper, and a curveball. But that fork ball is really what you're going to have to deal with. You're going to have to find a way to lay off that at the bottom of the zone because it is so tempting to swing at, but it's just you got to know the bottom's going to drop out of it. It's going to dive out of the strike zone.
It's funny he has such a deep catalog. He's even thrown a registered EFUS pitch in his career.
Yeah, you noticed that.
I did see that, which is pretty good. But, yeah, the fork ball, and it's interesting, the difference in the fork ball and the splitter is just how deep the ball goes in between the two fingers, correct?
Yeah, those divisions, it's a little bit murky. It's kind of like how you perceive it. But yes, the fork ball is going to be held a little bit deeper, and the big difference is it's going to be slower. So his fork ball is in the low 80s, whereas traditional splitter is probably up in the higher 80s.
All right, he'll be facing Jurickson Profar, Matt Olson, and Drake Baldwin here in the top of the first inning. Senga, right-hander, out of Japan, 32 years old, 6'1", 200 pounds, and making his 19th start of the year. He's 7-4 with a 2.30 ERA. Profar climbs in, swinging it from the left side. He's ready. So is Senga. And now for the ball game. The first pitch misses outside. Starting up tonight at 7-11 here in New York and 87 degrees here in Queens. Profar had a big night last night. Got the average up to 245 with a 3-hit night. Drove in 3 runs, scored a run, and he swings and hits one hard, but out to the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. And he throws a little dart over there to Alonso. And one down here in the first inning. The time of the first pitch brought to you by Schumann Farms. Look for real sweet brand Vidalia onions from Schumann Farms in a store near you. Talking about Senga, the last outing that he had was on the 8th against Milwaukee. He went 4 1/3 innings in that game. He gave up 3 runs, just 1 earned, a couple of hits, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, took a loss. That ended a streak of the Mets winning on his start days. Mets had won his previous 8 starts prior to that. First pitch to Matt Olson, misses low and outside. And Senga in that stretch was 3-0 with 5 no decisions in that span. So they've been doing a lot of winning with Senga on the mound. Here's the 1-0 pitch on the way to Olson, and that's taken for a strike. Fastball in there at 95. One ball and 1 strike. And Olson takes ball low in, and I think the official scorer is pretty nervous tonight. You might hear that tapping in the background. He left his microphone on, and he's tapping his hand, I believe, on the countertop. They need to take the coffee away from that guy and turn his microphone off. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and Olson takes a strike on the outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Matt Olson. Olson with a couple of hits in this series. He walked twice last night. Lots of walks last night for Braves batters.
Yeah, Braves did a great job of being disciplined in that strike zone.
Olson swings and misses here to fastball. So there's the first strikeout of the game for Senga. I think that's exactly what it boils down to. The discipline last night was truly outstanding for the Braves. And that's really been the case for them here lately. Lots of walks.
Yeah.
As we mentioned with Snit, the only two teams with more walks than the Braves are the Yankees and the Dodgers this season across Major League Baseball. Swing and a miss by Drake Baldwin at a fastball 0-1.
Yeah, and since the All-Star break, this Braves team's really taken it to another level, by far leading the major leagues in walks. So being very selective up there and taking those free passes.
0-1 to Baldwin. That'll miss low.
And that'll be tested here tonight with that ghost fork. As I mentioned, it looks like a strike the whole way, and then it dives right out of the strike zone. Most of the time, it probably is a ball.
It just looks so good coming in there. 1-1 pitch smacked in the air out towards right center field. That's down for a base hit. Over to his left, Cedric Mullins cuts it off in right center. Big turnaround first base for Baldwin, and he'll hold there with a 2-out single. He just continues to mash, and he continues to take strides towards what could be a Rookie of the Year campaign here in 2025 for the young catcher.
Yeah, he's so consistent in the box, and that was a forkball from Senga. It just started at the very top of the zone, so it dropped down into the zone. So, if you see a forkball up there, you're going to pull the trigger.
Inning continues for Marcell Ozuna. No score, top of the first inning. Ozuna went deep last night. That was his 20th home run of the season. Takes a strike here. Lots of fastballs right out of the gate by Senga, and he's been 95, 96 with a heater. Right-hander right at the belt. Stretch in the 0-1. That'll be fouled back by Ozuna. That was a slow curve there, coming in at a very slow 68 miles an hour. For Senga, as I mentioned, from Gamagori, Japan. And he played professionally in Japan 2012 through 2022. In fact, he won the Japanese Triple Crown in 2020 and was a 3-time Japanese All-Star. 0-2 to Ozuna, misses high. Fastball up the ladder, makes it 1-2. He signed with the Mets in December of 2022. That was a 5-year deal. Senga brings a 1-2 and bounced in front of the plate. Not his best fork ball there. They get a 2-2 count on Ozuna. It's an interesting story on Senga. In Little League and in middle school and even starting high school, he was a third baseman, and he had a high school coach that really liked his arm a lot, and it was his decision to try him out on the mound, and that's worked out for him. Here he is in the big leagues as a starting pitcher. 2-2 on the way to Ozuna, low and outside with a fork ball. Count runs to 3-2 on Ozuna, and if he finds a way to reach, then you could have a couple of men on base for the red-hot Michael Harris, who just observes from the on-deck circle and now swings a weighted bat. Runner goes 3-2, bounce foul over Freddie Gonzalez, Braves third base coach. Drake Baldwin heads back to first base. This time last night, we were sitting right in the middle of a lengthy rain delay. Hour and 35-minute delay. It was pouring here in New York. We got a gorgeous night tonight, warm night, 87 degrees at the time of the first pitch. Baldwin runs, 3-2 pitch, fouled back again. And it is great to have you with us for the final game of this series.
Senga seems determined to climb the ladder on Marcell Ozuna. A lot of high fastballs, and that plays off his splitter and that slow curveball we saw earlier in the bat very well. And these are all nasty pitches. Marcel's doing a great job battling here.
Now time called. Ozuna backs out of there. Mentioned that Ozuna hit a 2-run homer in the 6th inning last night. He is 8 for 23 with 5 homers and 11 RBIs in his last 6 games. He had 4 home runs in his previous 38 games before that. So this has been a good surge for Marcell. Looking to keep that thing rolling right along right here. Drake runs, 3-2 pitch, and a pop-up. Back of first, foul territory. Alonso calling everybody off, and he makes the catch And that ends the top of the first inning. Braves get a 2-out single by Baldwin, and that's it. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Braves nothing, and the Mets coming up.
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater? And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters. Take one bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. One more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Yeah. I'll let you get back to your food.
So are you just going to watch me eat?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Before you begin your road trip, ask yourself, do you really need 5 full suitcases? With the new 2026 Kia Sportage X-Pro's class-leading cargo space, you'll have room for what you need. Find out more at your local Kia dealer today. Keep the adventure going. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely and obey all traffic laws. Comparisons based on second row legroom and cargo space behind second row seats in the subcompact SUV class according to Kia segmentation as of June.
Partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Engineers, planners, and developers, do you have a project that needs a cultural resources survey? Contact Wiregrass Archaeological Consultants at diggingintothepast.com. That's diggingintothepast.com.
The same station you go to during the baseball season is the same one you need during football season. Join me, Chris Domino, and Nick Cellini every weekday from 10 to 2 on 680 The Fan or The Fan app.
Mets coming to the plate for the first time. No score into the bottom of the first inning. Bryce Elder facing Francisco Lindor, Juan Soto, and Brandon Nimmo here in the first inning. First pitch will miss there to Lindor. 1 ball and no strikes. Alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you at Citi Field in New York. And the rubber game of this series between these two bitter rivals. Pitch misses high, 2 balls and no strikes. Bryce Elder, 26 years old from Decatur, Texas. 6'2", 220. Righty deals the 2-0. And there's a called strike, 2-1. And before you really look anywhere else, Darren, when it comes to Bryce Elder, the first thing that you have your eyes on is his strike-to-ball ratio and trying to stay ahead of those walks. 2-2 pitch. That'll be a little number foul, 2-2.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Bryce is he's a command guy. You know, he's got to hit his spots to be successful. And so on the nights he has his best command, he's really good. And he goes deep into the game with very few pitches.
2-2 and a ground ball to second. That's what you have in mind right there. Ozzy's got it. Throws over to first base for the out.
Yeah, he's going to pound the bottom of the zone with the sinker. He's going to use the 4-seamer up a little bit. Feature that slider heavily. But the nights when he doesn't have his best command, you see a lot of walks. And the other thing is you see a lot of home runs. And in those starts where he gives up home runs, he just has trouble. So there's a lot of power in this Mets lineup. So he's going to have to really be good here with his location.
Yeah, that sinker's got to be sharp, especially to this man. Juan Soto shows bunt and sends one foul. He's just about out of the box when he made contact with that thing. And a 0-1 count on Soto. Here's the leather for Atlanta. Matt Olson at first base. Ozzy Albies at second. Nick Allen at shortstop. And Nacho Alvarez is the third baseman. And we'll introduce you to the Braves outfielders after the 0-1 pitch to Soto. Elder brings it. Soto with a ground ball up the middle. Base hit right in between Allen and Albies. If that's just a few feet to the left or right, one of those players would have been able to get leather on it. But it was perfectly split between Ozzy and Nick. And it's a 1-out single by Soto, who is now 3 for 9 in the series.
Yeah, that's it's a hit. But that reaction off Soto's bat tells me that the sinker is sinking. Right? Soto's got that very interesting bat path. And for that to get to the bottom of the barrel there and him pound it right into the ground is a good sign here early.
Bryce wants a new baseball. Braves outfield has Jurickson Profar in left field, Michael Harris in center field, Vidal Brujan patrolling right field. Drake Baldwin is the catcher. And as we mentioned, the right-hander Bryce Elder on the mound. For Bryce, this is his 20th start of the season. He's 4-9 with a 6.12 ERA. And he has lost his last 3 starts. Line shot. Soto jumps over the top of it. Hits to second base. And now he's going to test the arm of Brujan. The throw will be cut off by Allen. So a single into right field by Brandon Nimmo. That puts him at first and third with one down. Just about took out Soto. He had to leap over the top of it. And now the bat in the hands of Pete Alonso. Pete Alonso enters the action with 98 RBIs this year. That's tied for the most in Major League Baseball. It's tied with Cal Raleigh, catcher for the Mariners. They both have 98 RBIs. Pitch misses high to Pete Alonso.
Yeah, doing my pregame prep, and one of my little notes was limit damage early. Bryce, if he gets to the third inning, he usually gets into a little bit of a groove, and he can really go deep in a game. So he's got to buckle down here.
1-0 pitch. And Alonso, the ground ball to third, taken by Alvarez to second. There's one. Ozzie to first, and there's two. That's what you want with Bryce Elder on the mound. The sinker gets him the ground ball he needed, and that 5-4-3 double play ends the threat in the bottom of the first inning. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We go to the top of the second.
Ooh, Gecko, I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app. Could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater. And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters. Take one bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. One more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
Before you begin your road trip, ask yourself, do you really need 5 full suitcases? With the new 2026 Kia Sportage X Pro's class-leading cargo space, you'll have room for what you need. Find out more at your local Kia dealer today. Keep the adventure going. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely and obey all traffic laws. Comparisons based on second row legroom and cargo space behind second row seats in the subcompact SUV class.
Donate today at thewarrioralliance.org.
The flagship station of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets wants to send you to see the season opener in Colorado. Listen for your chance to qualify weekdays during our 4 o'clock hour on 680 The Fan.
Braves nothing, Mets nothing. Into the top of the second inning. No score. It'll be Michael Harris up at the plate to lead it off for the Braves. He'll be followed by Ozzie Albies and Vidal Brujan. And it's the Toyota Stolen Base Challenge inning. Introduce you to our contestant. And for the first pitch to Michael, here it is from Senga. And a fastball misses outside. If the Braves steal a base here in the second inning, our contestant Jerry Cowles will win $200 in free marathon gas cards. You can enter the Toyota Stolen Base Challenge by visiting Braves.com/Stolen Base Challenge. Michael pulls one foul deep down the right field line towards the foul pole, but he hooked it about 30 feet to the right of the pole. And a 1-1 count on Michael Harris. Love the way Michael is swinging the bat. We gave those numbers earlier in our opening comments about what he's done since the All-Star break. 1-1 to Harris, and he'll swing and tip a fork ball into the mid of Luis Torrens. Harris has multiple hits in 5 straight games. He has gone 10 for 21 with 3 homers, 2 doubles, and 8 RBIs in that stretch. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Michael Harris. Senga fires, and Harris whacks one into right field. Coming on, Soto plays it on a bounce, and Michael has another base hit.
It's unbelievable, really. I mean, Michael Harris likes to swing the bat, right? He will expand the zone. He likes to swing at anything that looks good to him, and Senga's a guy that's very comfortable throwing that fork ball below the zone, but Michael beat him to the spot. Really nice piece of hitting there. It was clearly a ball, but he hit it hard. Got himself a knock.
11 for his last 22, and hotter than a branding iron since the All-Star break. Here comes Ozzie Albies. Michael, a good lead at first. Albies swings and fouls one back, 0-1. Oh, we saw the Braves steal 1 base last night when Profar swiped it back in the third. And we'll see how aggressive Harris wants to be here. If he can swipe a bag here, that'd make a winner out of our contestant, Jerry Cowles. There's the 0-1 pitch on the way to Ozzie Albies. Big lead at first. There goes Michael. Pitches high and outside. A head first slide, and he does beat the throw by Torrens. And a stolen base for Michael Harris. And Jerry Cowles, you just won $200 in free marathon gas cards. As we have a winner tonight in the Toyota Stolen Base Challenge inning. Boy, you had Senga timed down perfectly.
Well, we're like Oprah, Ben. We're just giving away money. Gave away money last night in the home run competition. Now stolen base. It pays to listen.
It does. Hopefully that's not our only winner tonight. Base hit could make it 1-0 Braves. 1-1, and Ozzie takes a ball low and inside. I think we mentioned Kodai Senga facing the Braves for the first time this season. He's made 2 career starts versus Atlanta, 2-0 with a 3.97 ERA. One of those wins in 2023, the other one in 2024. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and Ozzie sends one foul into the seats down the left field line. In fact, it was in that game against the Braves last year where he injured himself, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. He was so good his first year here in 23 and got hurt in 24. Finally made his return against the Braves, halfway through the season, and then blew his calf out and missed the rest of the year. So tough year for him last year.
2-2 to Ozzie. He swings and fouls one off. And he's also been battling some leg injuries this season, hasn't he?
Yes, he did. He missed about a month earlier this year with a hamstring strain. And so you put those. Last year was a shoulder and a calf. This year, hamstring. You got to wonder if, he's a little fragile, which is part of the game. It's a high-stress game on your body. Some guys are better at avoiding injuries than others, but he's missed quite a bit of time.
This is his 3rd year in a 5-year deal with the Mets. 2-2 from Senga. Ozzie out on his front foot, swinging and missing that fork ball. I think that's probably the best fork ball he's displayed thus far.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one. And the thing to consider when the Japanese pitchers come over here is that, they're used to the 6-man rotation. They're used to getting an extra day of rest between starts. So there's always a question there about durability. Are they going to be able to handle that increased workload here?
1 down for Vidal Brujan. Runner at second, 1 out, no score. Brujan takes the ball a little bit low and outside. We were chatting with Snit prior to the game about all the lefties in his lineup tonight, and that's the case for both of these lineups tonight. Both starting pitchers, Elder and Senga, both right-handed pitchers, seeing tons of lefties this evening. 1-0 pitch, and Brujan with a soft tapper foul over by the Mets dugout. Braves have just 3 right-handed batters in the lineup with Ozuna, Alvarez, and Allen. Everybody else either a left-handed hitter or a switch hitter. And then for the Mets, they have Alonso, a natural righty, and they have Torrens, a natural righty. Everybody else in their lineup, the other 7 lefties or switch hitters. 1-1 on Brujan. He's a switch hitter. 1-1 pitch and a strike on the outside corner with a fork ball. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for both teams. Senga at the belt. And the 1-2. There's a called 3rd strike. Fork ball over the outside corner. So Brujan goes down looking. A lot of times when a pitcher has a split finger fastball, we'll talk about how they'll use that pitch like a changeup.
Yeah.
And we're discussing the similarities in the splitter grip and the forkball grip. Will forkball pitchers view that pitch the same way that splitter pitchers use their split finger?
Yeah, absolutely. There's lots of different ways to use it, and that was an interesting one there.
Nacho Alvarez takes a called strike. Kind of loopy, that last one.
Yeah, we talk about tunneling all the time. He's been throwing a lot of high four-seam fastballs here, and what he did there to Brujan was throw a splitter that looked like a high fastball and dropped right down into the zone, fooling Brujan. You got to be so disciplined at the bottom of the zone, you never expect that forkball to drop in the top.
Runner at second, 2 down. And the 0-1 on the way to Nacho Alvarez. And he swings and puts a charge into one, high in the air to deep left center field. Mullins going back, and he calls off Nimmo and makes the catch out in deep center. That ends the top of the second. Braves had a leadoff single and the stolen base, but nothing beyond that. We go to the bottom of the second, no score.
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater? And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters, take one bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. One more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Yeah. I'll let you get back to your food.
So are you just going to watch me eat?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Before you begin your road trip, ask yourself, do you really need 5 full suitcases? With the new 2026 Kia Sportage X Pro's class-leading cargo space, you'll have room for what you need. Find out more at your local Kia dealer today. Keep the adventure going. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely and obey all traffic laws. Comparisons based on second row legroom and cargo space behind second row seats in the subcompact SUV class according to Kia segmentation as of June 2025.
Your burger is served, and this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination.
John Michaels reminding you that Jeff Francoeur joins Finn, home team, and me in the locker room every Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. on your radio home of the Braves, 680 The Fan.
Into the bottom of the second inning, it's a scoreless game. It'll beat Jeff McNeil up to the plate for the Mets. First pitch he sees is a ball outside. For select home games at Citi Field, they have a group of break dancers that put on a show in between innings called the Queen's Crew. Here's the 1-0 pitch on the way to Jeff McNeil. McNeil sends one foul. And I always find it humorous anytime they perform because they'll show crowd shots afterwards, and it's as if the Mets fans are embarrassed. I mean, it looks like a bad Saturday Night Live skit.
I didn't think that's where you're going with that.
Here's the 1-1. McNeil takes a called strike. It happens every time, and it just makes me laugh. Every day they show these dancers, and they're so serious and break dancing, and they got all these moves and all this swag, and then they show the people in the stands. They're completely unamused. 1-2 on the way to McNeil on a fly ball to deep center field. Got a little bit of carry to it, but no problem for Michael Harris. Over to his right, onto the warning track to make the catch. And one down in the second inning. Only the original Louisiana brand hot sauce is bold enough to be the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. The original Louisiana brand hot sauce. Louisiana Hot. Buy you some. Bryce Elder in the first inning had 4 ground balls. That's what you want out of him. We got that big double play to end the first inning. One down for Cedric Mullins. Mullins puts a bunt down that goes foul down the third base line. Last start for Elder, 6 innings against the Marlins, gave up 5 runs on 7 hits, a couple of walks, 3 strikeouts. Took a loss. And like we mentioned, he's lost his last 3 starts and posted an 8.80 ERA in that span. This is his 10th road start this year. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Mullins swings and misses at a pretty good slider. And believe it or not, Elder's road split's better than his home splits. He's got a 5.61 road ERA, which is better than his ERA over 6 at home. This is his 5th career appearance versus the Mets, his 4th as a starter. He's never lost to New York. 2-0 with a 4.74 ERA against him. Pitch misses low to Mullins. And those 2 wins both came in his all-star campaign of 2023. He has not faced them this year. 1-2 to Mullins, and that's a little bit low. Well, something that plays into Bryce Elder's strengths we've already seen in this game, that ground ball double play to end the first inning. There's the 2-2 pitch on the way to Cedric Mullins. Mullins sends one foul. Bryce Elder's ground ball percentage is very high, and I think when it comes to all his metrics, Darren, you'd say that's probably where he excels the most.
Yep.
Is that ground ball percentage.
Yeah, keeping the ball on the ground, for sure.
2-2 to Mullins. Pop back and foul. Well, the reason that plays into Bryce's strengths, the Mets have it into the third most double plays in all of Major League Baseball this year. That double play they hit into to end the first inning was the 96th double play they've hit into this year. There's the 2-2 pitch. That's low and inside. That trails only the A's and the Astros. The A's have hit into 98. The Astros have hit into 97. And they're the Mets with 96 right behind those two.
Yeah, this Mets squad is not, I wouldn't say they're fleet of foot. They do steal a fair number of bases, but they're really adept at that, but not all that fast.
3-2 got him looking. That's a beautiful sinker on the inside corner, and he wins the battle versus Mullins. And there's the first strikeout of the game by Bryce Elder. And that's our Gas South bringing the Heat strikeout. Just like Bryce Elder, Gas South is bringing the Heat with no deposits, no hidden fees, and simple natural gas plants. This difference is good.
And that's a great sign for Braves fans. That front hip two-seamer is a big weapon against lefties. We mentioned there's 7 of those in the lineup tonight.
Ronnie Mauricio fouls one back.
7 guys that will be standing in the left-handed batter's box. But that all of Bryce's best starts this season, he's been able to execute that pitch consistently because it's such a hard one for a lefty to pull the trigger on.
0-1 to Mauricio. There's a strike. That has to be the difference maker for him.
It is. And you'll see a good proportion of Bryce's strikeouts will be looking, and that's because of that extreme movement on that pitch to left-handers and right-handers away as well.
0-2 to Mauricio, and he blew it by him. Swing and a miss at a fastball. And a good inning for Bryce Elder. A 1-2-3 frame. 2 strikeouts on the log there. We go to the top of the 3rd inning. No score.
You need all the energy you can get for game day. Luckily at Georgia Power, we know a thing or two about saving energy. We understand.
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater. And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters. Take one bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. 1 more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
Ooh, Gecko, I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app. Could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Before you begin your road trip, ask yourself, do you really need 5 full suitcases? With the new 2026 Kia Sportage X Pro's class-leading cargo space, you'll have room for what you need. Find out more at your local Kia dealer today. Keep the adventure going. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely and obey all traffic laws. Comparisons based on second row legroom and cargo space behind second row seats in the subcompact SUV class according to Kia segmentation as of June 2025.
If you've been in a big truck accident, you better have a lawyer who understands the traffic rules for big trucks.
And a lawyer who can navigate the hundreds of laws that can complicate your case.
At Farah & Farah, we're ready to...
And facing the right-hander, Kodai Senga. A couple of base hits for the Braves, but no runs yet. There's a ball low and inside. Introducing the 5-year price guarantee from Xfinity. Get one consistent internet price for the next 5 years. No contracts, no curveballs. 1-0 from Senga. And Allen takes a strike. Allen 1 for 6 in the series, has his average at 223. Son-in-law of former Major Leaguer Brett Boone. And the 1-1 pitch to Allen. And a ball outside, 2-1. That one hit came last night. He had a single in the 3rd inning. Also walked with the bases loaded, picked up an RBI, which was his 19th. Lays off a high cutter. And a 3-1 count of the Braves shortstop. Senga's 3-1. Allen swings and misses at a fastball. May have been ball 4. Instead, a 3-2 count on Nick Allen. Time called by Allen. Taps 3/4 of the plate with the end of his black bat. Senga spins the 3-2 to the plate. And he swings and pops one up. Shallow right center field. Soto coming in. And that is Soto's ball, calling off McNeil at the last second. And one out here in the top of the third inning. The Braves have played 9 games against these Mets this season. The Braves have won 6 of the 9. So counting tonight, there are 4 games left against the Mets. And that'll be in Atlanta August 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. And the Braves need just one more win of those 4 games to take the season series. Profar takes a slow curve in for a strike. That was at 66 miles an hour.
Now, that is wild. I thought that was going to the backstop. It looked like a high fastball to me.
0-1 to Profar. Ball inside, 1-1. And that Jurickson flinching a little bit.
Understandably so.
Senga, 42 pitches, 27 strikes. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Good fastball there, 95. So he throws that 95 mile an hour fastball and just 2 pitches prior, a 66 mile an hour curve.
And that's why it's hard to hit in the major leagues. That's almost 30 miles an hour difference.
1-2, and Profar takes a called third strike. Fastball, 97. I mean, that's unfair. 97 with a heater and just a few pitches prior, a soap bubble curveball.
Yeah, that's his best bullet we've seen so far, 97. When he was pitching in Japan, that velocity was up towards 97. Now he sits right around 95, but obviously has the ability to grab a few extra miles an hour when he wants them.
So 2 away for Olsen, and Matt takes the ball outside. By the way, if the Braves can win tonight or one of those games against the Mets in Atlanta at the end of the month, like I mentioned, they take the season series. Here's the 1-0 pitch on the way to Matt Olsen. And Matt takes the ball outside. And should the Braves do that, this would be the 8th year in a row and the 9th time in the last 10 years that the Braves would have won the season series against the Mets. And that's always fun. Here's the 2-0 pitch on the way to Matt Olsen. Hitters count. Matt swings and belts one through the right side. That had steam coming off of it as he sent it through the right side in between McNeil and Alonso.
You know what? There is nothing better than that. Even in a down year, you can still take the season series against, one of your 2 biggest division rivals.
You know, it's something that Joe and I have talked a lot about because you want to beat the Marlins and the Nationals and the Phillies really bad. And those are all big rivalry series anytime we see those teams. But I think this rivalry between the Braves and the Mets, there's a deep drive towards left center field off the bat of Drake Baldwin. Over to his right now, Mullins makes the catch in deep left center. That ends the third. But finishing that thought, I think this is the cream of the crop when it comes to Braves rivalry series. Anytime they take on the Mets, it's a notch higher than any of.
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater? And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters. Take one bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. One more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
So, I was just parking my car, and then I saw you. The Gecko. Huge fan.
I'm always honored to meet fans out in the wild.
The honor is mine. I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app.
Well, the Geico app is top-notch.
I know you get asked this all the time, but could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, that means so much. Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Before you begin your road trip, ask yourself, do you really need 5 full suitcases? With the new 2026 Kia Sportage X Pro's class-leading cargo space, you'll have room for what you need. Find out more at your local Kia dealer today. Keep the adventure going. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely and obey all traffic laws. Comparisons based on second row legroom and cargo space behind second row seats in the subcompact SUV class.
It's Louisiana hot. Buy you some.
Hey, Braves fans, this is Kelly Crawl. Listen for me with the Locker Room Team, Tuesday and Thursday mornings from 6 to 10 on 680 The Fan.
Ben, Darren, and Jay Chad with you here at Citi Field in New York. No score into the bottom of the third inning. 8-9-1 coming up for Carlos Mendoza's Mets, starting with Brett Beatty. Folks, you need all the energy you can get for game day. At Georgia Power, we know that energy costs are an important part of every budget, and we're committed to providing tools and assistance to make a difference so you can save energy for the game. Learn more at georgiapower.com/myenergy. Brett Beatty's had a nice series, 4 for 8 with a homer. And he swings at the first pitch and slices one foul into the seats of the lower bowl down the left field line. Beatty's hitting .236 for the season, but in home games here at Citi Field, he's batting .298. There's the 0-1 pitch. None of his high and outside. So his problems only start when he packs a suitcase, because here in Queens, he's felt right at home. 1-1 from Elder. He misses high, 2-1. A couple of Texans going at it right here. Brett Beatty from Austin and Bryce Elder from Decatur, northwest of Dallas. All right, the 2-1 pitch on the way to Brett Beatty. Beatty, a lunge and a miss and a good slider. That pitch has been sharp.
That thing really had a lot of downward action. Really pretty. Noticed here Bryce is using his four-seamer a little bit more than usual. He usually only throws about 10% of the time. Tonight here is almost 27%. So 2 fastballs to worry about for these Mets hitters.
2-2 to Beatty, low and in. What'll be interesting, Darren, to me, is after he finishes Torrens, what it looks like his stuff against that lineup for the second time through, because some of these starts in go-rounds past, that's when he's run into trouble. 3-2 pitch, and he just missed low with a sinker, and it's a leadoff walk.
Yeah, you're right, Ben. That top of the lineup is, murderer's row, and he's going to have to be better next time. First inning, he got pretty lucky. Ball was moving, got some ground balls, but his location has been better in the second inning. Obviously not great timing with that leadoff walk there, so he's got to buckle down and get that ground ball.
31 pitches for Elder, 20 strikes. Pick off over to first base and back into the dive Beatty. Luis Torrens is a .216 hitting catcher. They've had Alvarez behind the plate in the first 2 games of this series. Torrens takes a called strike. This is the first time we've seen Torrens in the series altogether. He's been hitting almost 300 over his last 8 starts, so he's been making it count. No score, bottom of the third. Runner at first, no one out. Elder brings it. Torrens a chopper to short. Allen charges. Underhand shovel to Ozzie for 1. Over to first base and a high toss, and Matt brings it down for a double play. Second double play turned by the Braves in this one, and it took Matt Olson up on a tiptoe to bring it down. But excellent job by Allen and Ozzie up the middle to turn that first out.
And that's the beauty of being a ground ball pitcher. Bryce just shoved a sinker down and into Torrens, the right-handed hitter. Torrens thought he'd get the barrel to it, but all he got was handle. And the Braves infielders did a great job of turning that one.
2 double plays hit into by the Mets in this game. Here's Lindor, who is 0 for 1 with a ground out and a ball outside of him, 1-0. Tonight's game is one of 7 games on the Major League scoreboard tonight. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Lindor takes a ball high and outside. Cincinnati is off tonight. And that's important for these Mets fans, because the Mets currently hold the final nationally wild card spot, but they enter the action just 1 game up on the Reds, as the Reds are trying to move their way into the postseason picture. 2-0 to Lindor, and Lindor with a high fly ball to deep center field. Harris going to go back to the wall. Harris climbs the wall. It's out of his reach, and it's 1-0 Mets with a home run by Francisco Lindor. Lindor's struggles have been widely publicized here in New York since the All-Star break. But here in this series, he is now 4 for 9, and that's his first home run in this series. Makes it a 1-0 lead for the Mets as Juan Soto comes to the plate. First pitch to Soto. There's a ball outside.
We talked earlier about how walks and home runs are the recipe for disaster for Bryce Elder. How big is that double play erasing that leadoff walk now? Just a solo homer there for Lindor.
Chopper, left side, charging in now. Nacho Alvarez cuts off Allen, gloves and fires. And there's the final out. But a home run by Lindor makes it 1-0 Mets as they pick up a run on one hit. No errors, none left. Off to the top of the fourth inning, 1-0 New York.
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater. And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters. Take one bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. One more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Yeah. I'll let you get back to your food.
So are you just going to watch me eat?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Before you begin your road trip, ask yourself, do you really need 5 full suitcases? With the new 2026 Kia Sportage X Pro's class-leading cargo space, you'll have room for what you need. Find out more at your local Kia dealer today. Keep the adventure going. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely and obey all traffic laws. Comparisons based on second row legroom and cargo space behind second row seats in the subcompact SUV class according to Kia segmentation as of June 2025.
If you've been in a big truck accident, you better have a lawyer who understands the traffic rules for big trucks.
And a lawyer who can navigate the hundreds of laws that can complicate your case.
At Farah & Farah, we're ready.
It's a 1-0 lead for the Mets into the top of the fourth inning. Marcell Ozuna will be leading it off, and before he climbs in, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Braves Radio Network.
Every Atlanta Braves game, live on the air and streaming free on the app.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan.
First pitch, a called strike on Marcell Ozuna. Ozuna, Harris, and Albies for the Braves here in the top of the fourth inning. Both teams have 3 hits, with the Mets leading 1-0 after a solo homer by Francisco Lindor in the bottom of the third. Ozuna sends one foul into the seats down the right field line. Ozuna popped out to first base to end the first inning. Trying to get that average back over 240, sitting right at 239 to go along with his 20 homers. His 20 home runs, most on the team, one ahead of Matt Olson. And a ball high, and a lot of that, Darren, because of this home run binge he's had here lately.
Yeah, there was much speculation about Marcell being traded, and ultimately he didn't. And I wonder if that was bothering him a little bit. He's really gone on a tear since then.
Here's a 1-2 pitch. Ozuna takes one high. I believe that can certainly have an impact on a player. In fact, you and I were working together on trade deadline day, and you're telling me how nerve-wracking a day that can be.
Yeah.
And I'd imagine those weeks leading up to the day can be just as nerve-wracking. Here's the 2-2 pitch on the way to Ozuna, and he missed inside 3-2.
Yeah, Marcell seems like a fun-loving, easygoing guy that just takes life as it comes, but I promise you, life is just easier if you stay here as a Brave and you're already in your house, you're comfortable, and you know everybody. So potentially that could have been bothering him. 3-2 from Senga. And Ozuna with a fly ball towards center field. Cedric Mullins sprinting in, still coming in, slides to it, and makes the catch in shallow center. Feet first slide, and he timed that slide on the grass perfectly, and one down here in the fourth inning. Northside Hospital, for a healthier future together. Look to Northside. Michael Harris, 1 for 1 in the game.
And he's looking for another multiple hit game. Again, he has multiple hits in 5 straight games. So this would be number 6 with a base hit at any point the rest of the night. And he swings and strikes one foul up into the second deck along the left field line. Last night, it was the grand slam by Harris that flipped the game around for the Braves. They were trailing 6-0. They had made it a 6-5 game, loaded the bases, and Harris hit a grand slam. Gave the Braves a 9-6 lead. They went on to win 11-6. 0-1 to Harris, low and inside. Here's the wild part about that. It was his second career grand slam, and the 2 grand slams came almost a year apart to the day. His first grand slam was in San Francisco. Big swing and a miss at a curveball, 1-2. His first grand slam was a year ago today. And that was when he came back from the injured list from a hamstring injury a year ago and put one into McCovey Cove. And then he hit one last night. So 2 career grand slams almost a year apart to the day. Missed it by 1 day. Base is empty here. 1 down on the 1-2 pitch on the way to Michael Harris from Kodai Senga. And Harris got a piece of it, fouled off a fork ball, 2-2.
You know, hitting a grand slam has got to be just an amazing feeling as a hitter. And I was trying to think back to my last grand slam, and it's probably T-ball, if we're being honest. I just can't I can't remember. I feel like if I hit one, I would have remembered.
How many did you give up?
Plenty of those.
Here's the 2-2. And Harris sends one foul. Well, any grand slam is going to be a thrill no matter what the score is. But last night had to be the ultimate thrill because it's a grand slam that gives you the lead. I mean, what a clutch moment for Michael. And it's been a second half since the All-Star break filled with clutch moments for Michael Harris. 1-0 Mets, top of the 4th. Senga's 60th pitch of the game, and the 2-2. Harris swings and misses at a fork ball.
You mentioned that's now his 61st pitch. In his 5 starts since he's been back from the IL, he's been averaging only about 75 pitches a game and has not gotten out in the 6th inning. So, you know, he's cruising right now, but there's some questions there about how long they're going to let him go.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to watch. And another element to that is how often they've had to rely on that bullpen in this series. Ozzie Albies yanks one foul on the right field line into the screen, 0-1.
Yeah, the bullpens have been taxed quite a bit here in this series, both the Braves too. So the Braves are asking Bryce Elder to go a little deeper in this game and save some arms down there too.
0-1 to Ozzie. Ozzie smokes one in the air to deep right field. That takes flight back to the wall. Soto back, and that is gone. And the game is tied as Ozzie Albies just rocked one over the right field wall for his 10th homer of the year. Ozzie coming around third, and that third base dugout celebrating. Ozzie's 45th RBI of the year.
Yeah, that was a fence scraper. Could have been just a few inches over the fence, but hey, that doesn't matter. They all count the same.
Put it right into the bullpen. And that's the first home run of the game for the Braves, meaning you'll save at least $75 on a set of select tires at Tire Discounters tomorrow only. Plus a free alignment and a free oil change. Swing and a miss by Vidal Brujan. Stay tuned for the Hyundai Postgame Show to see how much you'll save tomorrow at Tire Discounters. Visit braves.tirediscounters.com to learn more. 0-1 on Brujan, a 1-1 game, and Brujan lines one in the air to deep left field. Nimmo ranges to his right. He's there, makes a chest-high catch for the out, and that ends the top of the 4th. Well, Lindor hit a solo homer for the Mets in the bottom of the 3rd. Ozzie fights back with a solo homer in the top of the 4th. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning in a 1-1 game.
There's a tidal wave of clean car happiness sweeping across Braves country. Tidal Wave Auto Spa is your go-to car.
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater? And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters, take one bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. time for my fire station shift. 1 more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3 alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Yeah. I'll let you get back to your food.
So are you just going to watch me eat?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Before you begin your road trip, ask yourself, do you really need 5 full suitcases? With the new 2026 Kia Sportage X Pro's class-leading cargo space, you'll have room for what you need. Find out more at your local Kia dealer today. Keep the adventure going. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely and obey all traffic laws. Comparisons based on second row legroom and cargo space behind second row seats in the subcompact SUV class according to Kia segmentation as of June 2025.
Life doesn't stop after you've been involved in a car accident. You've got things to do and places to be. If your car is damaged, call Farah & Farah anytime, 7 days a week. Farah & Farah, Tampa.
Braves and Mets tied at 1 into the bottom of the 4th inning as Brandon Nimmo leads off the Mets. The team that has scored first in each game in this series has eventually lost that game. Braves had the early lead on Tuesday night with a 1-0 lead and then lost 13-5. There's the pitch on the way to Nimmo. That'll miss high and outside. Mets had a 6-0 lead after 2 innings last night, and the Braves won 11-6. Well, tonight the Mets had the early 1-0 lead, and the Braves have since tied it with a home run by Ozzie Albies. And we're tied at 1. Called strike on the outside corner. 7 of the Mets' 12 losses during the stretch where they have dropped 12 of their last 14 games have featured a blown lead. So no lead has been saved for them. 1-1 in for a called strike. Only the Rangers have more blown lead losses in that span across Major League Baseball. Rangers with 8 of them. My goodness. But the Mets with 7 blown leads over their last 12 losses. 1-2, send foul into the seats down the left field line and out of play.
Yeah, that's just the most frustrating way to lose. You know, maybe you don't want to lose 15-0, even if you don't blow a lead. But man, you keep seeing those leads disappear. It gets really demoralizing for the players and for the fan base.
And for this team fighting for a postseason spot, here's the 1-2 pitch. Nimmo swings and misses, and there's strike 3. A slider got him. 1 down in the 4th inning. We mentioned that the Mets are currently 1 game ahead of the Reds for the final wild card spot. And those 2 teams still have a 3-game series against each other. The Mets go to Cincinnati in the first week of September. And the rest of the schedule for the Mets is very challenging, especially their month of September. Here's Pete Alonso, and he sends one foul into the seats down the right field line. In the month of September, the Mets will face the Tigers, the Reds, the Phillies, the Rangers, the Padres, and the Cubs all that month.
Oof.
That is rough to finish up. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And Alonso takes one outside.
Yeah, if they don't have their pitching figured out by then, that's going to be a tough crash to the end of the season.
Yeah, it could be a barrel roll across the finish line where they'll end up flat on their face. Here's the 1-1, and Alonso takes the ball low. If the Braves are to win tonight, like we mentioned, that would give the Braves the series, but it would also mean 13 losses in the last 15 games for the Mets. And there is a historical note to a stretch like that. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Pulled foul by the Braves dugout. Since the year 2000, only 5 teams have made the postseason after losing 13 of 15 at any point during the regular season. The 2017 Dodgers, who lost the World Series that year, the 06 Dodgers, the 05 Padres, the 2000 Mariners, and the 2000 Yankees. That's pulled foul by Alonso. What's interesting about that collection of teams, there is one team in there that won the World Series that year. That was the 2000 Yankees. And their losing 13 of 15 actually came in the final 15 games of the regular season, if you can believe it. 2-2 pitches low. So that 2000 Yankees team went 2-13 in the final 15 games of the season and then flipped the switch, blitzed through the postseason, won the World Series. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And Alonso swings and misses at a fastball for strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts by Elder and 2 down.
Another four-seam fastball there for the strikeout for Bryce. I mentioned it earlier, him throwing that four-seamer more when these guys are expecting only two-seamers gives them another wrinkle to his game. He gets them off his slider as well. So Bryce has all the ingredients to bake a good game cake here tonight.
Hopefully it continues to rise. Here's the pitch on the way to McNeil. There's a ball low and outside. Braves 1, Mets 1, bottom of the fourth. Bryce Elder searching for a 1-2-3 inning. And McNeil hits one in the air to right field. Brujan coming in and reaches down and makes a knee-high catch. And down they go 1-2-3 in the bottom of the fourth inning. Good inning for Bryce Elder. We go to the top of the fifth, tied at 1.
Braves fans, this is Mike Morgan, founder and CEO of 13 Heroes. Like you, I was devastated when...
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater. And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters. Take one bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. One more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Yeah. I'll let you get back to your food.
So are you just going to watch me eat?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Before you begin your road trip, ask yourself, do you really need 5 full suitcases? With the new 2026 Kia Sportage X Pro's class-leading cargo space, you'll have room for what you need. Find out more at your local Kia dealer today. Keep the adventure going. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely and obey all traffic laws. Comparisons based on second row legroom and cargo space behind second row seats in the subcompact SUV class according to Kia segmentation as of June 2025.
Life doesn't stop after you've been involved in a car accident. You've got things to do and places to be. If your car is damaged, call Farah & Farah anytime, 7 days a week.
Clean car country all season long. And thanks to that clean bottom of the fourth inning, tomorrow is a clean inning car wash celebration day at Tidal Wave Auto Spa. Stop by and get half off their best wash membership for the first month. Braves country is clean car country thanks to Tidal Wave Auto Spa. There's the pitch all the way to Nacho Alvarez. And there's a called strike from Kodai Senga. Visit TidalWaveAutoSpa.com/Braves for more information. Both teams with a solo homer. Albies with a homer for the Braves. Lindor a homer for the Mets. 0-1 to Nacho. Nacho with a fly ball to right field. Juan Soto drifts back a stride or two. Makes the catch and one away here in the fifth inning. Nick Allen 0 for 1 with a fly out to right field. He's coming up to the plate. Allen with the eye black on and those sports glasses, waiting on the pitch. Here it is to Allen. There's a called strike. After Allen, it'll be Profar. 1-1 game in the top of the fifth inning. And the pitch on the way to Nick Allen. And he takes a strike. Pretty good looking sweeper. We're seeing that deep arsenal from Senga. We mentioned he's got everything. Fastball, forkball, cutter, slider, sinker, sweeper, curve, and he's got an eephus pitch that he's used before.
Yeah, to me, that curveball has really been used nicely here tonight to keep these Braves off balance and show them something 25, 30 miles an hour slower. And that sweeper looks good, too.
Here's the 0-2. Allen swings and misses at a slider for strike 3. 6 strikeouts now for Kodai Senga.
So there you go. He's got the slider, the sweeper, and the curveball. So 3 different breaking balls going 3 different directions. Oh, and one of the best fork balls in the game, too. So lot for these Braves hitters to deal with.
I think it's really interesting what you mentioned earlier, how Senga has not recorded an out in the 6th inning since coming back from the IL on July 11th. Profar swings and misses. I think that'll be put to the test, and has to be his motivation because he's in the 5th inning. He's looking very sharp.
Yeah, Yeah, from the way he looks tonight, that stat doesn't make sense because he's throwing the ball very well.
He's thrown 70 pitches, and like Darren mentioned earlier, he's been averaging 74 pitches since coming back from IL, which is just over a month ago. 0-1, a lunge and a miss by Profar. Another ghost fork ball by Senga. It's a pitch that he loves so much that he actually has a logo for that pitch that he has on some of his gloves, which is a ghost emoji holding a pitch fork. There's the 0-2 pitch on the way to Jurickson Profar. And that's low, 1-2. It's a pretty cool little logo.
It is, yeah. There's no nicer baseball glove than the ones made in Japan.
Is that right?
They make fantastic gloves, and I'm sure I can't see from here, but I'm sure he's wearing a Japanese glove brand. They do a really nice job with custom gloves over there.
1-2 pitch, and Profar ropes one down the right field line, but foul. Right outside the line. Still 1-2. Did you ever get to try one on?
No, I didn't. I played with Koji Ohara and Yoshinori Tatuyama. So these guys, they tend to like bigger gloves too. And they all, if you look at them, they like a solid web, especially if they're pitchers, so that it hides their pitch grips and the way the ball looks in their gloves, so the hitters can't see it. But I never played catch with one.
Here's the 1-2 on the way from Senga. And Profar pounds one on the ground to second base, taken off one bounce by McNeil. A little lob over to Alonso for the out. The Braves go down 1-2-3 in the top of the 5th inning. So nothing happening for Atlanta. We're halfway home. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning, tied at 1.
Hi. Sorry. Did I startle you? When you're used to hearing a certain type of commercial, something like this can, well, take you by surprise. That's kind of how it is with the Lexus RX, a vehicle that has continued to defy expectations for over 25 years. From the first luxury vehicle of its kind, to the first hybrid luxury vehicle, to the only plug-in hybrid worthy of the RX name. We understand you want more than the everyday SUV. And isn't being understood an amazing feeling? Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Hey, Braves fans, summer is officially here, and you know what that means. Bugs, termites, mosquitoes, ants, and roaches will be out in full force. Luckily, you can trust the pros at Aero Exterminators to keep your home pest-free inside and out. Aero protects homes and businesses and is the official pest control provider of Truist Park and the Braves, so you know you're getting the best from the best. To set up a free pest inspection, call 888-GO-AERO or visit aeroexterminators.com.
When you're looking for leading cardiac treatment, look to Northside Hospital Heart Institute. We lead with 5 emergency cardiac care centers, so we're here when you need us most. We lead with more than 55 locations in Georgia. That means we're always in the heart of your neighborhood. We lead with clarity, because clear direction is better when it comes to understanding every step of your treatment. Northside Hospital Heart Institute. We lead with heart.
They're all the luck you need. Win up to $2 million with the Lucky 7 Scratchers from the Georgia Lottery. Today could be the day.
Hey everybody, Buck Bellew here. When the Braves don't play at 7, join me for the new Buck Bellew Show here on The Fan, 680 and 93.7, home of the Braves.
Alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you in a 1-1 game from Citi Field. It'll be Cedric Mullins leading it off for the Mets. Bryce Elder goes back to work, and his first pitch is a ball outside. Coming to you from the borough of Queens. Braves and Mets have split the first 2 games in this series. Here's the 1-0 pitch on the way to Mullins. And Mullins with a fly ball to deep center field, but drifting over to his right now is Michael Harris. He's got it. Something that I learned today, this borough of Queens is actually named after an actual queen. And like Maryland is named for Queen Mary, and the Virgin Queen, Queen Elizabeth I, is who Virginia has its namesake for. Such is the case here with the borough of Queens, and it was named Queens to honor Queen Catherine of Braganza, the wife of King Charles II. And they named the county of Kings after King Charles, believe it or not. Kings and Queens right next to each other. Brooklyn's in Kings. There's a called strike. And Queen Catherine was born in Portugal, but was married to Charles back when the British colony in New York was established. Here's the 0-1 pitch, a swing and a miss, 0-2.
All right.
So that's where Kings and Queens.
I didn't even know that was Kings County. That is interesting.
You get the borough of Queens and the county of Kings, and right next to each other. 0-2 on Roddy Mauricio. Here it is from Elder. That'll be sent foul. 0-2 on Roddy Mauricio. I think that King Charles is where the dogs get their name from. The King Charles breed of dogs.
Oh, yeah.
There's the 0-2 pitch. And Mrs. Hyatt outside. They say that he liked to have those dogs in his lap to warm his lap, and it became a King Charles breed of dog.
Well, they are cute.
There's a 1-2 pitch on the way to Mauricio. He swings and misses. Another strikeout by Elder.
Yeah, nice slider at the bottom of the zone there. You know, he had Mauricio. He was the one last time up that he got with that front door sinker. And he's really playing with the levels here tonight nicely as a pitcher. And that's all you can do to mess up with the hitter's timing. You give him something else to think about, and you sneak that slider in for a strikeout.
Well, it's a really interesting moment of the game right here. You might not think much about it. It's a 1-1 game. It's the bottom of the fifth, and the number 8 hitters coming up to the plate for the Mets. But there's a decision coming up for Brian Snitker. Here's the pitch on the way to Beatty. That'll be fouled back. And that is the top of the order about to come up for the third time. And does he let him face the top of the order again in the 6th inning? Elder can make a case for himself, Darren, with a 1-2-3 fifth.
Yeah, absolutely. Only at 59 pitches, been very efficient thus far.
0-1 to Beatty. Check swing. They appealed. Didn't go. 1-1.
If you're asking for my opinion, which you weren't, but I'm going to give it to you. When Bryce is good, you let him go.
Yeah.
You saw what he did in San Francisco. His 12 strikeout game, 8 innings. So if he's good, you got to let him run.
1-1 to Beatty. And he just scraped the zone with a really good-looking slider there. 1-2.
Because when he has everything working, he's a difficult guy to hit because it's a unique presentation. So I'd let him go.
Well, he's retired 6 in a row since allowing the home run to Lindor. Game tied at 1 in the bottom of the 5th inning. In search of his third 1-2-3 inning. And he cuts loose a 1-2. And he missed high with a fastball.
I mean, I would have given up a fingernail for a 1-2-3 inning last night. And he's already got a few of them here.
You might have been tempted to give up a child for a 1-2-3 inning last night. 2-2. One hopper stabbed by Bryce Elder. Excellent defensive play by Bryce. Tosses over to first base for the out. And that's our Truist play of the game, brought to you by Truist. When you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. Leaders in bank.
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater. And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters. Take one bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. One more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
Ooh, Gecko, I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app. Could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Before you begin your road trip, ask yourself, do you really need 5 full suitcases? With the new 2026 Kia Sportage X Pro's class-leading cargo space, you'll have room for what you need. Find out more at your local Kia dealer today. Keep the adventure going. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely and obey all traffic laws. Comparisons based on second row legroom and cargo space behind second row seats in the subcompact SUV class according to Kia segmentation as of June 2025.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played.
Weekdays 10 to 2 on 680 The Fan or the Fan app.
Braves and Mets tied at 1 into the top of the 6th inning. Folks, did you know the original Louisiana brand hot sauce is the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves, made with peppers, vinegar, and salt, and the perfect balance to make the food you're eating taste better? It's Louisiana hot. Buy you some. Matt Olson leading it off for the Braves. First pitch from Senga and a ball low. Sixth inning means it's the Georgia Lottery home run jackpot inning. Introduce you to our contestant after the 1-0 pitch to Matt Olson. This will be the 76th pitch of the game by Senga. Righty cuts it loose. Olson with a mighty swing to miss the fastball. If the Braves hit a home run this inning, our contestant Andrew Lambert from Marietta, Georgia, will win $1,000. And if you'd like to enter for your chance to win at least $1,000 from the Georgia Lottery, visit 680thefan.com/GA Lottery. Georgia Lottery, today could be the day. 1-1 and Olson takes a ball low. Olson batting .263, has one hit tonight. 1 for 2 with a single and 3 hits in the series. 2-1 from Senga. Fouled back into the screen. 2-2.
Boy, Senga hasn't made many mistakes tonight, but that was the one right there. That was a 95-mile-an-hour fastball right down the middle of the mat. We talked earlier today about how well the Braves have been taking advantage of mistakes lately.
2-2 to Olson. Low and in almost hit him. 3-2.
You know, when the opposing pitcher is on his game, you're not going to get many mistakes. You might only get a few in a baseball game. If he's struggling, you're probably going to get a mistake every at bat. You know, that's good hitting. So, got to get them when they come.
3-2. Pulled foul over by the Mets dugout. Well, they have been doing that very well for about the last couple of weeks. I mean, this is a number you threw out on the broadcast earlier about how the Brewers are the only team since the All-Star break score more runs than the Braves have.
Yeah, you got to love that to see as a Braves fan. We knew this offense was talented, and we're going to try to be competitive next year, trying to win the World Series. So you love to see this offense come on strong in the second half.
Again, the 3-2. Outside to Matt Olson. There's a leadoff walk, and it's the first walk allowed by Senga. And with that, Tyler Rogers up and tossing in the Mets bullpen. Drake Baldwin with a single in the first inning, flying out to center field in the third inning. And now he bats versus Senga. Game tied at 1 in the 6th. Olson a good lead at first base, and the first pitch on the way to Baldwin, a ground ball to second, gloved by McNeil, throws to second, and that's the only play they have. That's a 4-6 put out of Olson. Fielder's choice for Drake Baldwin, and he's at first base for Marcell Ozuna. Ozuna with a pop out to first and a fly out to center. Senga brings it. And he misses low with a sinker. 83 pitches for Senga, 55 strikes. He has 6 strikeouts in the game, 1 walk. 1-0 to Ozuna, and a ground ball foul right outside the bag at third and off the tarp down there. Solid play made by the ball boy down there. Mets got a solo homer from Francisco Lindor in the bottom of the third inning. And then the Braves answered with a solo homer from Albies in the top of the fourth, and that has been it. 1 apiece. 1-1 to Ozuna. He'll swing and miss at a fastball.
Yeah, this feels like a real baseball game compared to the 2 we've seen the last 2 nights, which were akin to like banana ball. Just crazy stuff happening left and right.
The series has been absurd until tonight. There's the 1-2 pitch on the way to Ozuna. And a miss high. It's like arena baseball the first 2 games in this series.
That's a good way to put it.
Tonight, order has been restored with good pitching from both teams. 2-2 to Ozuna. And he swings and fouls one off the gear of Luis Torrens. A couple of finals already around Major League Baseball. Get to those in a moment when we get to our SIA National League scoreboard. And those scores we get to in a little while, delivered to you by SIA LTL Freight, the official freight carrier of the Atlanta Braves. Orioles defeated the Mariners 5-3. They're trying to cool down Seattle. Seattle comes here next. Senga brings it. And Ozuna out in front, swinging and missing a sinker. And 2 down in the inning. 7 strikeouts for Senga. Another final. Toronto beat Chicago 2-1. That Cubs team has fallen to 8 games back of the Brewers. Brewers just keep on winning. They're off tonight, and they've won 12 in a row. Phillies have a 2-1 lead on the Nationals. That game's in Washington. They're in the bottom of the 7th, with Philly leading that one. There's Michael Harris. Harris takes a ball low. Diamondbacks and Rockies start up a little bit later. They start up in about 15 minutes, actually. They're in the top of the 6th in Cleveland, with the Guardians leading the Marlins 5-4. And the Twins have a 3-0 lead on the Tigers in the 3rd inning. That pitch misses there. So we're about to see those Guardians. They've been a hot bunch lately.
Yeah, it'll be good to see what they have to offer. Then that Mariners-Orioles game, I watched some of that today, which isn't really that interesting, but it was in the MLB flagship store.
Oh, really?
It's pretty cool. Yeah, the whole wall is screens, and they're playing the games as they happen. It's really neat.
2-0 to Harris. Right outside. That's not too far from our hotel, is it?
No, just a couple blocks. So I happened to walk by it, popped in. I've never seen so many baseball hats.
That's cool.
And all the special editions from each team. It's a pretty cool store. 2 stories if you get a chance to go in there.
3-0 to Harris on the strike. Did you purchase anything in there today?
Well, one thing I have enough of, Ben, is baseball stuff. I got probably 200 hats in my house that really don't see the light of day all that often.
That you likely didn't pay a dime for.
Right.
They were earned. 3-1 and a big chopper up the middle to base it into center field. Baldwin hits the bag at second, continues to motor over to third base. And a single by Michael Harris is his 2nd base hit of the night. And this run for Michael Harris is something special. And for Harris, that's now multiple hits in 6 straight games.
And also 14 of his last 22 games. So, man, he is hitting the ball hard and finding holes. It's fun to watch.
That'll be it for Senga. So he recorded 2 outs in the 6th inning, which is the most he's recorded and the deepest he's gone since coming back from the IL, but he can't escape the 6th inning. He comes out after 93 pitches, and the Mets make the Pennington grass seed call to the bullpen.
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater? And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters, take one bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. 1 more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Yeah. I'll let you get back to your food.
So are you just going to watch me eat?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Hi, just a Florida native here with a quick message for all the new residents. Welcome. There are things us locals just know, and I want you to know them too. Like never leave home without sunscreen. Ever. Oh, and scrub bugs off your car right away. And when traffic gets trafficky, take the toll roads. The locals choose ePass. It's a free toll sticker that saves time and gives you volume toll discounts, only with ePass. It might be hot out, but driving's cooler and easier with ePass. Get your free sticker at getepass.com.
During our 4 o'clock hour on 680 The Fan.
Top of the 6th here at Citi Field. Score stands 1-1. Only offense we've had tonight come by way of 2 solo homers, 1 by each team. Kodai Senga was pretty good tonight. Went 5 2/3, 5 hits, 7 strikeouts, and just 1 walk. On to relieve him, recently acquired right-hander Tyler Rogers. He came over from the Giants at the trade deadline. He's pitched in 59 games this season, which is good for 2nd in the league, trailing only Tony Santillan with 60. Now, we might know Rogers from his time with the Giants. Has been with them his whole career. Famous for having the lowest arm slot in the major leagues.
He is a knuckle scraper for sure. Here's Ozzie Albies. Ozzie drove in a run with a home run earlier. Now trying to drive in a run with a base hit right here. Runners at the corners, 2 down, and a first pitch sinker swung on and missed. Ozzie is 2 for 4 in his career versus Tyler Rogers. Michael Harris at first, Drake Baldwin at third, and a base hit would give the Braves the lead for the first time of the game. 0-1 to Ozzie, and he flips one in the air out to left field. That'll drop in for a base hit. Baldwin will score, and that looping liner by Ozzie Albies makes it 2-1 Braves here in the top of the 6th inning. Able to just serve it into left field for the RBI, and it's turning into a nice night for Ozzie Albies, who is 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs.
Yeah, beautiful piece of hitting. That's all that was needed there. Tyler Rogers, you might think low arm slot righty, not really that good against lefties, but he is tough on lefties. He's so adept at changing eye levels to lefties and righties. So really good at bat there from Ozzie.
That run charged to Senga. Inning continues now for Vidal Brujan. And Brujan swings a little tapper in front of the plate. Pouncing on it now, the catcher Torrens throws to first base in time for the out. And that ends the top of the 6th inning. But the Braves take the lead. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning with the Braves leading the Mets 2-1.
Ooh, Gecko, I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app. Could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
This summer, stay cool and hydrated with the official water of Major League Baseball, Primo Brands. With Primo Brands water delivery, you get premium hydration from trusted brands like Zephyr Hills, Pure Life, and Saratoga, delivered right to your door. Stock up for the game or just keep everyone refreshed. Still, sparkling or flavored, there's something for everyone. And the best part, you call the shots. Whether you need a few cases or a few weeks supply, Primo's flexible delivery fits your schedule. So step up to the plate, hydrate like a pro with Primo Brands, the official water sponsor of MLB. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Life doesn't stop after you've been involved in a car accident. You've got things to do and places to be. If your car is damaged, call Farah and Farah anytime, 7 days a week. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
Give me a river, give me a dew, give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go.
Stream Braves baseball in crisp.
Texting terms at unlock.com/SMS. Privacy policy at unlock.com/privacy-policy. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out. Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see
Bryce Elder and the Braves have a 2-1 lead here at Citi Field in New York. And it'll be Elder facing Torrens, Lindor, and Soto here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Braves have some guys in the bullpen stretching, but no one throwing yet. There's a first pitch strike on Luis Torrens. Alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you for the rubber game of this series in New York. 0-1 to Torrens, swung on and missed, 0-2. Elder trying to finish up his second trip through the Mets order. And the only thing he's given up was a home run to Francisco Lindor. Outside of that, 5 strikeouts, 1 walk, and he's had 2 double plays turned behind him. 0-2 pitch. Hot shot out to third. That'll be gloved by Nacho Alvarez. And his throw across the diamond is a good one. And Elder has retired 8 in a row, going back to the home run by this man, Francisco Lindor. And with Elder still out on the mound, Darren, this is a situation that he has earned given what he's produced tonight on the mound.
Yeah, absolutely. I mentioned earlier when Bryce is good, he's really good. And you got to remember, Braves bullpen's already covered 11 innings in the last 2 nights. So, yeah, Brian Snitker going to push Bryce's pitch count a little bit here.
First pitch to Lindor, swung on and roped into left field, and a base hit for Lindor. He hustles down to first base, hits the bag, takes a big turn, and the Braves get it into second base, so it's a single by Francisco Lindor. And that leash Might get a little bit shorter. Still no one throwing in the Braves bullpen. Napa is a proud partner of your Atlanta Braves. With America's largest network of parts and care, Napa has all the bases covered when it comes to your ride. Elder only at 68 pitches, 45 strikes. But now has to face Juan Soto, who's 1 for 2. Runner goes, pitches a ball, throw down to second base, and it's into center field. Lindor up on his feet, dashing for third base, and just now getting to it, Brujan. So it's a stolen base and an error. And Lindor is at third base with one down. And you hate that no matter who's on the mound, but especially with Elder given his ability to get a ground ball and get a double play.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Drake Baldwin, that throw just sailed on him a little bit. The Mets haven't run this series much, but they are 10th in the league in stolen bases. And a bit surprisingly mentioned, they're not the fastest team, but they've been very successful at stealing bases this year.
Well, now a runner in scoring position for Soto. Infield is in. Soto trying to boost his numbers with men in scoring position. Braves leading 2-1. Soto trying to at least tie it up. Soto hitting .252 for the season to go along with his 29 homers and 69 RBIs. 1-0 from Elder. And a ball low and outside.
Yeah, Soto's really been struggling in these situations this season, only batting .188 with runners in scoring position. You see all those home runs, you'd expect more RBIs, but he's really been struggling in these run-scoring opportunities this season.
2-0 pitch. Missed low and outside. 3-0 on Soto. Playing Soto to pull, left-handed hitter, infield in, 3-0 pitch, and he takes ball 4. Inning started with a ground out, but since then a single, stolen base, and an error. Put a runner at third base, now a walk to Soto. So they're at the corners now for Brandon Nimmo, who is 1 for 2 with a single.
Yeah, I hate to say this, but because the Braves just took the lead, but I think you trade a double play for a run here and get this game back under control, considering the workload that bullpen's taken. Try to get Bryce deeper in the game.
You get a double play, get out of the inning. There's a pitch on the way to Nimmo. And Nimmo lines one in the air to left field, in line with it. Profar makes the catch, tagging from third base now Lindor. Here's a throw to the plate, cut off down the line, and it's a tie game. Sac fly by Brandon Nimmo, and he has his 67th RBI of the year. And the Mets able to take advantage of that throwing error by Baldwin, which puts Lindor at third base. And it's a 2-2 affair here in the 6th inning. Well, now Alonso comes to the plate, and nobody hates that more than Drake Baldwin, because he knows that the error is the reason the Mets are able to tie the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Game tied at 2 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Pickoff over to first base. Soto back in with a dive. Well, Elder and Alonso certainly have had some battles through the years. Of course, you remember the home run that Alonso hit versus Elder, where Alonso was yelling at Elder from the dugout after hitting the home run. There goes Soto. Pitch on the way, pulled foul into the Braves dugout. Braves ended up getting the last laugh in that series and that season, of course. Elder tonight against him had Alonso ground into a 5-4-3 double play and also struck him out in the 4th inning. Trying to get him here in the 6th inning, keep the game tied at 2. Oh, 1 pitch, and Alonso takes a slider low. Well, Darren, he knows what he's done to get him before, and he'd like to do that again, but at the same time not be too predictable. And that's got to be difficult to try to make that selection, mix it up, and still find what has worked before versus Alonso. Such a tough hitter. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he missed inside 2-1.
And you mentioned, this is his third time through the lineup, and that's the challenge of going deep into games. That's why you love your starting pitchers to have a bunch of different options. Bryce does have some options here. I think if he executes one good sinker, he gets a ground ball and we're out of this inning.
There goes Soto. 2-1, swung on, miss. Throw down by Baldwin, not in time. Feet first slide by Soto. He swipes the bag and he's in scoring position. But it is a 2-2 count on Alonso.
And the Mets have now stolen 36 straight bases without getting caught. 90+% success rate, which would be a franchise record and is number one in MLB.
Wow.
So they've figured something out on stealing bases this year.
Soto will be running on contact. Elder spins around watching Soto back to the bag.
Just to add on to that, Juan Soto, not known for his speed, but that's his 19th bag of the year. By far a career high. I think his previous career high was right around 12.
There are probably some Mets fans thinking he can run.
Yeah.
2-2 on Alonso. Pitch on the way, and he missed low with a sinker. So now it runs full on Alonso. If he can't get him, then McNeil would come to the plate. Braves and Mets tied at 2. And after watching two very wild games to begin this series, it's a tight one here. 3-2, ground ball up the middle past the diving Allen and a base hit into left center field. Soto sprints for home. He scores, and the Mets take the lead. That is Alonso's 99th RBI of the year. And it's now 3-2 New York here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Something that you might not focus on in a box score, but has been the difference in this inning is those 2 stolen bases.
Yeah.
Neither one of those guys would have scored on the resulting hit if they hadn't stolen the base. I should say the subsequent hit.
Rick Kranitz out there to the mound. Well, and you can understand their thought process on that. These Mets have dropped 12 of their last 14 games.
Yeah.
And they've gone through spurts where they'll have some huge innings, and then their offense goes to sleep. They might be thinking, we got to find a way to be more aggressive. We got to run with guys that maybe you don't expect to run, and that level of hustle and just being aggressive altogether has paid off for them.
Yeah, and it's good scouting. Drake Baldwin, Rookie of the Year candidate, but the one area where he is lagging behind is throwing base runners out. He only caught 8 of 63 this year, a couple ticks below average in the league, and that's something that he has been working and will continue to do. But the Mets very, very savvy taking advantage of that.
Daysbel Hernandez now throwing in the Braves bullpen. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Mets have scored twice here in the bottom of the 6th to answer the 1 run the Braves played it in the top of the inning. And it's 3-2 New York. Here's Jeff McNeil. Elder brings it. Misses low and outside with the sinker. McNeil 0 for 2. A fly out to right field and a fly out to center field. Elder straightens. He's at 80 pitches to this point. Number 81 is whipped on the ground out to second. Diving stop by Ozzie in shallow right from a knee. Throws over to Olsen and robs McNeil. That'll frustrate McNeil, but the Mets take the lead. They pick up 2 runs on 2 hits, an error, and a man left. We go to the top of the 7th inning, 3-2 Mets.
Hard hit ball to short, scooped up and tossed to second. Quick turn.
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater? And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters, take one bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. One more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Yeah. I'll let you get back to your food.
So are you just going to watch me eat?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
For full details, including terms and conditions, visit unlock.com/legal. Call 1-888-780-6854 to speak with a representative today. Actor portrayal. Terms and conditions apply.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How'd you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just give him a call or go to unlock.com.
Call 1-888-780-6854 to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever.
They just gave the infield a fresh makeover. And now we're ready as Rogers, the right-hander, goes to work here on Nacho Alvarez. And he frisbees a sinker over for a strike, 0-1. Nacho's 0 for 2. 0-1 pitch, a strike on the outside corner. Big crowd here in Queens on a Thursday night. Braves and the Mets in the rubber game of the series. 0-2 on Nacho Alvarez. Need the leadoff man on. And Nacho with a lazy fly ball to center. Coming in Cedric Mullins. Going out Jeff McNeil. This will be Mullins' ball. Center fielder has it for the first out here in the top of the 7th inning. Mets stay home after this game. They have the Mariners coming to town for 2 games here. And then their series was shipped to Williamsport for the Little League Classic. So they'll have a couple more home games on this homestand. Meanwhile, the Braves head to Cleveland. And we'll see the Guardians for the weekend. Nick Allen takes a strike. Lean right-hander Rogers. Submarines one up there. And he missed outside with a slider. 1 ball and 1 strike on the Braves shortstop. One and a bouncer out to first. Taken by Alonso. Feeds the pitcher Rogers, who wins the race to the bag and 2 away.
Yeah, a couple things looking at Rogers' numbers that really stand out. Has the lowest walk rate in the league. Only 5 walks in 56 innings this season. And also the highest ground ball rate in the league by far. So, and also good at limiting hard contact. So he's one of their big additions at the trade deadline. He's not a 99-mile-an-hour flamethrower, but he's a very effective guy, late in games, because he's just so unusual the way he gets outs.
Well, you think about seeing a guy like Rogers after seeing maybe in some cases 2 or 3 other pitchers prior. Completely different look. There's a called strike. Coming up in between innings, it'll be the 7th inning stretch, brought to you by 13 Heroes, a premium line of spirits founded to honor the lives of the 13 service members killed in Afghanistan in 2021. Help turn tragedy into legacy by visiting 13heroes.com today. Profar slaps one foul over to our left, and suddenly 0-2 on Profar. Braves have gone down 1-2-3 just once in the game. It was this exact same part of the order back in the 5th inning when Alvarez, Allen, and Profar went down 1-2-3. Time called by Profar. He had taken his helmet off and was trying to wipe some sweat from his forehead. I think some of that got in his eye. And back in there now. No balls and 2 strikes. Rogers deals. Profar with a big chopper to third. Coming along now, Beatty. Bare hands and cuts it loose. And a bad throw. Pulled Alonso off the bag, and he went tumbling to the ground. And Profar beats it out. That'll be a base hit as the wheels of Profar put the pressure on Beatty.
Yeah, as a third baseman there, you have to know who's running. And if they run well, your only shot on a high chopper like that is to barehand it. And Beatty made the right decision, just couldn't quite get that throw on the mark.
Now, visit to the mound.
And this is not surprising to me. I talked about Rogers being a low arm angle righty. And tonight, he has not thrown a called strike above the batter's knee. He's really been peppering the bottom of that strike zone. Well, if you look at Matt Olson's hot spot, where he does the most damage, it's down in the zone. So this is a little bit more of a dangerous situation for Rogers. Again, it's such a unique delivery that, you don't have a lot of experience against pitchers like this, but this could be why Hefner's out at the mound.
Well, and I'm going to mention a number that doesn't sound good, but here's why I like it for Olson. In his career versus Rogers, he's 0 for 7.
It's tough.
Well, but here's the thing. The odds are he's going to get him at some point. I mean, how many times can you get him consecutively? Here comes the pitch on the way to Matt Olson. Olson takes the ball outside. Look, I'd much rather it be, 5 for 7 with a couple of home runs and a guy that knows that he's beat him several times prior. But Matt Olson's not a guy that's easy to get out 8 times in a row.
Right.
We'll see if he does that. 1-0 pitch, and Olson takes a strike.
Yeah, Matt, I threw much like Rogers, not quite that low, but I was a side armor, and Matt wasn't that nice to me. He had much more success off of me. I'd have to look up exactly what it was, but hope he breaks that streak.
1-1 pitch, and Olson swings and gets a little piece of a sinker in a 1-2 count. It's 3-2 Mets here in the top of the 7th.
Yeah.
Ryan Helsley now throwing for the Mets in their bullpen. So the Mets hoping to get Rogers through the top of the 7th.
Yeah, that was Matt's pitch to hit right there. That was, I mentioned Rogers hasn't come above the knee. That one was about mid-thigh, right down the middle. And Matt just barely missed it.
So now 1-2 on Matt Olson. Profar lead at first base. Long pause in the 1-2. Fouled off into the second deck along the third base line.
Yeah, one thing Rogers does better than anybody in the league is throws a rising slider. So it actually comes up and into a lefty. He uses it a lot of times for a swing and a miss late in the count.
Again, the 1-2. And Olson swings, and it's a high fly ball to center. Mullins looking up into the New York sky, makes the catch walking in. And that ends the top of the 7th inning. So Rogers gets Olson again. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning, 3-2 Mets.
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater. And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters. Take one bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. One more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Yeah. I'll let you get back to your food.
So are you just going to watch me eat?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Hi, just a Florida native here with a quick message for all the new residents. Welcome. There are things us locals just know, and I want you to know them too. Like never leave home without sunscreen, ever. Oh, and scrub bugs off your car right away. And when traffic gets trafficky, take the toll roads. The locals choose ePass. It's a free toll sticker that saves time and gives you volume toll discounts, only with ePass. It might be hot out, but driving's cooler and
saving speed. Learn more at cityofhope.org.
The official hotel partner of your Atlanta Braves, Omni Hotel at the Battery Atlanta, is more than just a stay. We're your clubhouse, where everyone knows your name. Book your stay at omnihotels.com/Battery Atlanta.
You won't be able to get through the football season unless you catch the latest news while you work. Lock in Cellini and Domino every weekday from 10 to 2 on 680 The Fan or the Fan app.
Action transfers to the bottom of the 7th inning here at Citi Field in New York. It's a 3-2 lead for the Mets. Bryce Elder back to work. This will be his 82nd pitch of the game, and the first pitch to Cedric Mullins is a fly ball to left field. Routine play, Profar there, 1 pitch and 1 down. Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Braves Radio Network.
Never miss a pitch of the Braves.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan, and streaming free on the Fan app.
Mets 3, Braves 2, bottom of the 7th. Here's Ronnie Mauricio. Elder has solved him twice tonight to the tune of 2 strikeouts. Elder has 5 strikeouts in the game. Pitch misses high to Mauricio, showed bunt and pulled back. It's a 1-0 count.
This is the 4th time Bryce has pitched into the 7th inning this season. And 2nd time in 3 starts. He did that against Cincinnati 2 starts ago. So, a perfect time for Bryce to get deep in the game with that tired bullpen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Braves bullpen needed an effort like this from the starter. 1-0, a bottle rocket. Shallow right center. Ozzie, Brujan, Harris. They're in the neighborhood. It's Ozzie's ball. He's got it. And 2 down here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Did you know the all-time hot sauce leader in RBIs is the original Louisiana brand hot sauce? It's like a 1-2-3 inning for your mouth. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some. See if he can get Beatty. Turn in a 1-2-3 7th, and that would likely be it for Elder. Altogether, you'll take this effort 100 times out of 100 from Elder. 3 runs and 6 2/3. Just 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. Beatty swings and misses at a top shelf fastball. Alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you for the rubber game of this series under the lights in New York. Elders wind up in the 0-1. And a swing and a miss. Good slider there. That pitch has been for him pretty much all night long. Looking ahead to the Braves' 8th, it'll be Baldwin, Ozuna, and Harris. And trailing 3-2 in the bottom of the 7th. 0-2. Bye-bye Beatty. He swings and misses at a high fastball. And it's a 1-2-3 bottom of the 7th for Bryce Elder. And a terrific night for Bryce. 7 innings, 6 strikeouts, and leaves trailing 3-2 as we go to the top of the 8th.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I saw you from across the cafe, and you're the Geico Gecko, right?
In the flesh.
Oh, my goodness. This is huge to finally meet you. I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Anyway, that's all. Enjoy the rest of your food.
No worries. So are you just going to watch me eat?
Oh, sorry. Just a little starstruck. I'll be on my way.
If you're going to stick around, just pull up a chair.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
For full details, including terms and conditions, visit unlock.com/legal. Call 1-888-780-6854 to speak with a representative today. Actor Portrayal. Terms and conditions apply. Not available in all states.
Hey, homeowners, can I get a minute of your time? If you need cash but don't want another loan, I've got the perfect solution. You can access up to $500,000 of your home's equity without monthly payments or interest ever with Unlock. This isn't a loan. It's a home equity agreement. With Unlock, you may qualify for cash today in exchange for a share of your home's future value. No debt, no extra bills, just financial flexibility on your terms. Use the money however you want. Home improvements, paying off debt, investing, or boosting your retirement savings. Unlike HELOCs, home equity loans, or cash out refis, there are no monthly payments. No stress. You've built this equity. Now it's time to use it. Go to unlock.com for more information.
Don't wait. Call 888-780-6854 to unlock the equity in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Call 888-780-6854. 888-780-6854 or visit unlock.com. That's unlock.com for more information.
Life doesn't stop after you've been involved in a car accident. You've got things to do and places to be. If your car is damaged, call Farah and Farah anytime, 7 days a week. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Mets 3, Braves 2 as we head into the 8th inning of play here. We have the second reliever of the game in for the Mets, the flame-throwing right-hander Ryan Helsley. Helsley was acquired from the Cardinals just before the trade deadline, so between him and Rogers, these Mets are showing off their new toys tonight. Helsley has pitched in 41 games this season. He was the closer for the Cardinals, so he is 21 for 27 in saves. The Mets asking him to set up here for their closer, Edwin Diaz.
He'll be facing Baldwin, followed by Ozuna and Harris. Now, the Braves have seen Helsley twice this season. Last time we saw him, he got a save in a game in St. Louis. That was the final game before the All-Star break. Here's the pitch on the way to Baldwin. That misses high. But the day before, Helsley came on in the 8th inning for St. Louis in that game, and he gave up a 3-run home run to Sean Murphy, and that flipped the script, and the Braves won that game, and Helsley took the loss. And looking for a similar 8th inning tonight. 1-0 to Baldwin. There's a strike on the inside corner. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Mets. 2 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error for the Braves. Drake has been on twice tonight. He scored a run once. Altogether 1 for 3 in the 1-1 pitch. And Drake lifts one high in the air down the left field line. Towards the line, Nimmo sets up, makes the catch, and 1 down here in the 8th.
Yeah, Helsley, 31 years old now, but still bringing the heat. That fastball, we've already seen a couple hundreds here tonight, sitting right around 99. Also, a really good slider. He throws about 50% of the time. So, 100-mile-an-hour fastball, nasty slider. Pick one.
1 down for Ozuna. He can tie the game with a long one. Pitch all the way to Ozuna. Ball a little bit low and outside. You know, you think about your needs at the back end of a bullpen when you're coming down the stretch fighting for a postseason spot. And then furthermore, if you get in and you get into the postseason altogether, here's the 1-0 pitch on the way to Ozuna. Marcel takes the ball low. And how valuable Helsley could be to, number one, set up, but also to close if you needed him to.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you have a game that goes extra innings and maybe you haven't used him yet, and you've already used Diaz, they've got 2 guys who can close who have been very good at it. And that's a big addition for the Mets. Here's the 2-0 pitch on the way to Ozuna, and a strike on the outside corner. Two-one. And Ozuna swings and sends one foul into the seats down the right field line.
Yeah, I was just looking at Helsley here on the monitor. He looks like a guy to me that watches a lot of cartoons. You know, like Scooby-Doo reruns, and I don't know why that just popped in my head, but that's the kind of stuff I have to live with, Ben.
It's too bad we're not still here tomorrow. You can go down and ask him about it. Wouldn't mind a rut row right here. Here's the 2-2 pitch on the way to Ozuna. And Marcel takes the ball high. That came in at 101 miles an hour. I mean, he can cook it. A guy who watches cartoons a lot. 3-2 on Ozuna. 3-2 pitch all the way to the backstop. That looked like a cartoon right there. A very wild ball 4. I mean, he just air-mounted all the way to the backstop.
Yeah, after that pitch, you expect Bugs Bunny to pop out of a hole. I gotcha.
Well, the tying runs at first for Michael Harris. Who else would you rather have at the plate than Michael right now? Braves will pinch run Eli White for Marcell Ozuna, so they drastically improved the speed over there at first base. Harris is 2 for 3 tonight. 6 consecutive multi-hit games. And in his career versus Helsley, he is 0 for 1, so he hasn't seen him much. One down, runner at first base. First pitch from Helsley, and there's a strike. You know, good luck settling in after that ball 4 pitch went to the backstop, and then here comes a 102-mile-an-hour fastball for a strike.
Attention media, here is tonight's attendance, 41,782.
0-1 pitch. And Harris in the air towards left center field, slicing towards the gap and down for a base hit all the way to the wall. Eli White running like a man possessed. He will score. And a tie game on the double by Harris, who's swinging a stick of dynamite since the All-Star break. Tied at 3 here in the 8th. What a swing. And Darren, we had the perfect angle on that as it was hit to left center and slicing away from the center fielder Mullins.
Yeah, that was an absolute laser. You thought he might have hit it too hard and was going to carry all the way to Mullins, but then it just started tailing towards that gap. And, man, Eli White was cooking. I'd love to see that first to home time. It had to be one of the fastest in the league this year.
So the Braves have gotten to Helsley again. They got to him last time we saw him in St. Louis, and they've done it here in the 8th inning to tie the game at 3. And of course, it's the walk that the Braves turn into a run. We've seen a lot more of that lately. That's what good teams do. You give them a free pass, they're going to turn it into a run.
Yep, and nice managing there too, putting Eli White in, recognizing that a gapper, Ozuna's probably not going to score on it, and Eli scored easily.
Dylan Lee now up and tossing in the Braves bullpen. It's been a great night for Ozzie Albies. He has driven in 2 of the 3 Braves runs, and he can drive in another one right here. Harris, the runner at second. Ozzie Albies takes a fastball high and outside. 1 ball and no strikes on Ozzie. Ozzie hit the homer in the 4th inning to tie the game. He then gave the Braves the lead with a base hit in the 6th inning. And he could give the Braves the lead again here in the 8th with a base hit. 1-0 pitch, and he swings and hits one deep down the right field line towards the corner. That is off of the wall on the fly. Harris takes off. Mets just now hit the cutoff man. That's going to give the Braves the lead. It's a double by Ozzie. That's his 3rd big base hit tonight, and it gives the Braves a lead here in the 8th inning as it's 4-3 Atlanta. He just cooked that one off the wall in right field.
Yeah, this is so fun to watch. All these extra base hits by these Braves, just smoking the ball over the ballpark off a guy, as you mentioned, throwing 102. What a turnaround for this Braves offense.
He's been throwing 102, and the Braves been swinging 103. Oh, man, 2 huge clutch hits for the Braves. A 4-3 Braves lead thanks to 2 runs here in the 8th, looking for more. Ozzie at second. Pitch on the way to Brujan. Sent foul into the seats down the left field line. Three RBI night for Ozzie Albies. RBIs 45, 46, and 47 on the season. I think you might have the inside track to your Home Depot player of the game. 0-1 to Brujan. And a tapper right side. Alonso has it on the 3rd bounce. Steps on the bag for the out. 2 down. Advancing to 3rd base, Ozzie Albies. Well, that's important because we've already seen Helsley fire one to the backstop. And if he does that again, it could mean another run.
Yeah, absolutely. And Ozzie runs well at 3rd base. That slider I mentioned is nasty, so it's hard to block. So Luis Torrens is going to have to do his best Patrick Waugh impression back there behind the plate.
Here is Nacho Alvarez. And he is 2 for 9 in the series, 0 for 3 tonight, 207 hitter. And Nacho takes a strike. 4-3 Braves, top of the 8th. And a Nacho, and he swings and misses at a slider down. Suddenly 0-2 on the Braves rookie. And you'd love one more run. Albies down at 3rd base. Alvarez down 0-2. Righty-righty matchup. This will be the 18th pitch of the inning from Helsley. 0-2 swung on, popped up. Under it now, the pitcher Helsley. He's the one who sees it. Now Beatty calls him off and makes the catch right in front of the batter's circle. That ends the top of the 8th, but 2 runs across for the Braves. Base hits from Harris and Albies. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning, 4-3 Braves.
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater? And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters. Take one bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. 1 more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius, Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I saw you from across a cafe, and you're the Geico Gecko, right?
In the flesh.
Oh, my goodness. This is huge to finally meet you. I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Anyway, that's all. Enjoy the rest of your food.
No worries. So are you just going to watch me eat?
Oh, sorry. Just a little starstruck. I'll be on my way.
If you're going to stick around, just pull up a chair.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Your burger is served, and this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination.
I'm Cortland spokespug Cordy. This broadcast of the Atlanta Braves is brought to you by Cortland. Visit Cortland.com to find your new apartment or one of our next level communities. Go Braves!
Hey, Braves fans, don't get tricked into following the baseball season or the Atlanta sports scene anywhere else. Listen to Cellini and Domino weekdays 10 to 2 on 680 The Fan.
Well, bottom 8 here at Citi Field. Braves leading it now 4-3 after 2 RBI doubles from Michael Harris and Ozzie Albies in the top of the inning. Old trusty Dylan Lee, the lefty, pitched last night, inning and 2/3, 2 strikeouts, and finds himself back out there tonight. Suddenly with a 1-run lead, looking to lock that down.
And Starling Marte up to pinch hit for the Mets, leading it off. Takes the ball low and outside. This is the Yanmar strikeout the side inning. And if Dylan Lee can strike out the side, our contestant, Don McCartan, will be the lucky winner of a brand new Yanmar utility terrain vehicle. All and no strikes on Marte. Here it is. That's popped up on the infield. Now to shallow left field. Allen going backpedaling. He's got it, 1 down. Big out there. Get things going here in the 8th inning. So no winner tonight in the Yanmar strikeout the side inning. Enter all season long at Braves.com/Yanmar for your chance to win a Yanmar UTV and to be entered for a grand prize drawing at the end of the season. Yanmar, built together, back longer. Don McCartan, we appreciate you playing. 1 down here in the 8th inning. This is the man who put the Mets on the board back in the 3rd inning. Francisco Lindor hit a homer. He's also singled and scored a run. First pitch on the way to Lindor. He takes a called strike. We saw Dylan Lee work an inning and 2/3 last night. He did not face Lindor last night. The lefty fires. Lindor with a ground ball left side. Backhanded by Allen. Tough play. Sends a good throw over, but not in time. That was a great play to Allen's right just to get leather on it. In fact, coming off the bat there, and it looked like it was destined for left field.
It sure did.
Cut it off, made a play. Just couldn't get the fleet feet of Francisco Lindor.
Yeah, that was a ridiculous play. Just the body control to get to it, not fall over, and then make a decent throw. But yeah, if Lindor is 1 step slower, that's an out. Great play by Nick just to keep it in the infield.
So now it's Lee and Soto. Soto 2 for 9 with 3 strikeouts against Lee this season. First pitch of the at-bat, swung on, missed, threw him a slider. These two squared off here back in June. And in a pivotal, tense moment of the game, similar to this, Lee struck out Soto. They'd love to do the same here. 0-1 to Soto. Ground ball fouled on the first base line, and a good job by Dylan getting ahead, 0-2. Ready with the 0-2, and he fires. Soto goes down swinging. A slider got him. Now, striking him out is one thing, but doing it on 3 straight pitches. How about that effort from Dylan?
Nasty slider there, down and away from Soto. We talked earlier about how Soto's been struggling men in scoring position. Well, he's been struggling in all clutch situations this season, and he's been great before this year, but since he's been here in Queens, really scuffling in these late and close opportunities.
Dylan out to get. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Braves scored twice in the top of the inning and have a 4-3 lead. And now Brandon Nimmo comes to the plate. Nimmo is 2 for 9 with a double in his career versus Dylan Lee. And Nimmo is 1 for 2 tonight. .252 hitter, Pickoff over to first base. Lindor back in standing. Good idea. Keep an eye on him after what we saw in the 6th inning.
Yeah, I was just going to mention, this is a perfect situation for Lindor to run, so Dillon's got to do his job and keep him close to first base.
Big lead by Lindor. Pitch on the way to Nimmo. And a ball low and outside with a slider. 4-3 Braves, bottom of the 8th, 2 down. Lee shaking off his catcher, Drake Baldwin. Oh, the big lefty straightens and comes set. 1-0 pitch, blew that by him. That heater's looking good.
Yeah, last night, Dillon struck out the first 2 hitters of the 7th, and we saw Snicker pull him and go to Pierce Johnson, and now we know that's the key. That was to keep his pitch count down and keep him available here for today. So that strategy paying off.
Ball and a strike. Here it is to Nimmo. Another swing, another miss. That time with a slider. Now for Dillon, he can do about whatever he wants to right here.
Yeah, he's got that good heater tonight. He's really dotting that slider down and away to lefties, so a couple good options.
Let's see which one he selects. 1-2 to the plate. Check swing, didn't go after the slider. He had a notion, though. And you wouldn't blame Lee if he threw it again. Meanwhile, Pete Alonso lurking on deck. Braves leading by a run in the bottom of the 8th inning. Lee ready to bring it. And he spins the 2-2. Ground ball weakly to first base. Glove by Olsen. Puts his left foot on the bag. And that's that for the Mets in the bottom of the 8th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We go to the 9th inning with the Braves leading here in Queens 4-3.
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater. And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters. Take 1 bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. 1 more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Yeah. I'll let you get back to your food.
So are you just going to watch me eat?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Hi, just a Florida native here with a quick message for all the new residents. Welcome. There are things us locals just know, and I want you to know them too. Like never leave home without sunscreen. Ever. Oh, and scrub bugs off your car right away. And when traffic gets trafficky, take the toll roads. The locals choose ePass. It's a free toll sticker that saves time and gives you volume toll discounts. Only with ePass. It might be hot out, but driving's cooler and easier with ePass. Get your free sticker at getepass.com.
Must opt into rewards. Hey everybody, Buck Bellew here. When the Braves don't play at 7, join me for the new Buck Bellew Show here on The Fan, 680 and 93.7, home of the Braves.
Top of the 9th here in Flushing. Braves bats beat up on Ryan Helsley in the 8th for 2 runs to take the lead. The score stands at 4-3. Braves looking to do the same to the Mets closer, right-hander Edwin Diaz. Not a safe situation, but he hasn't pitched since the 10th. When he surrendered a walk-off home run to the Milwaukee's hitter Isaac Collins in the 9th inning. So just a third of the inning pitch that day and took a loss, snapping a long scoreless streak he's had.
Braves with a 1-run lead, and you know who the Mets have coming up in the bottom of the 9th inning to lead it off. So, man, you'd love another run of insurance. This will be Nick Allen climbing in, and the pitch on the way from Diaz is a called strike. Mets in the bottom of the 9th will have Alonso, McNeil, and Mullins. And Raisel Iglesias warming up in the Braves bullpen. See if the Braves can tack on a run. Allen takes a ball high. Count even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Mets have used Senga, Rogers, Helsley, and now Diaz on the mound. 1-1 pitch, check swing, got a piece of it, tipped it into the glove of the new catcher, Francisco Alvarez. So they completely changed the battery out altogether. Remember, the Mets pinch hit for Torrens in the bottom of the 8th inning with Marte. So Alvarez takes over behind the plate. One and two on Nick Allen. He's 0 for 3. Diaz fires, and Allen hangs alive, fouling one off into the upper deck along the first base line. Man, what a series we have seen here in Citi Field. This is easily, at least at this point, been the most tame game of the three. There's a called third strike. Allen goes down looking at a fastball. Not much you can do with that pitch.
No, that was perfectly painted down and away. This is a big series for the Mets, especially. You know, the Phillies lost tonight to Washington 3-2, and there's a chance for them to gain a game in the division. And another lead slipped away from the Mets here. See if the Braves can cash that in.
Well, and if the Braves hold on and win this game, the Reds would be just a half game back to the Mets for the final wild card slot. And again, those two teams play a series in Cincinnati the first week of September. Check swing. Profar didn't go. 1 ball and no strikes. Mets have lost 12 of their last 14 games. They've allowed 6 or more runs in 9 of those 14. 1-0 pitch. Profar swings and misses. So to have allowed just 4 runs in this one probably feels like a pitcher's duel for them.
Yeah.
One to Profar. And a ball outside. Here's a wild one for you. The Mets haven't had a member of their starting rotation earn a win since David Peterson did it on July 26th. That was 16 games ago.
Wow.
2-1 pitch. And Profar sends one foul. That's how you lose 12 out of 14. Yeah. Braves 4, Mets 3 as we're in the top of the 9th inning. Base is empty, 1 out. Profar has been on base once. 1 for 4 with a single. 2-2, hard hit ball, but on the ground out to second. Booted by McNeil. He recovers. Throws to Alonso, and there's a 4-3 put out. Probably left a mark on McNeil, so took a bite out of him. But he recovers for the out. 2 down, and here comes Olsen. Olsen has put up some pretty good numbers versus Diaz in his career. 4 for 12. All 4 have been singles. Trying to keep the inning alive here in the 9th. Braves leading 4-3. Diaz deals. And a high strike on the outside corner at 99. Olsen pops one up down the left field line, looking like it'll be playable for Nimmo. And deep down the left field line makes the catch. Braves go down 1-2-3, so buckle up. We go to the bottom of the 9th upon our return. We head that way, 4-3 Atlanta.
Summer in the South means a few things. Baseball, grilling out, and Vidalia onions from Schumann Falls.
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater? And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters. Take one bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. 1 more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Yeah. I'll let you get back to your food.
So are you just going to watch me eat?
Get more than just savings. Get more.
Dad, also, you forgot to renew your website domain, and now you're in a bidding war.
You should see the look on your face.
At Progressive, we know small business owners don't usually like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting a commercial auto quote from Progressive.
Plus, the fridge died in the break room, and now everything smells weird.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
At Georgia Power, we know that energy costs are an important part of every budget, and we're committed to providing tools and assistance to make a difference. Learn more at georgiapower.com/myenergy.
You've got a chance to win Braves tickets at noon and qualify for a trip to see Georgia Tech's opener in Colorado during the 4 o'clock hour. Get all of the details at 680thefan.com.
A lot Bottom 9, Braves leading the close one here, 4-3. On the pitch, Braves closer, Rysel Iglesias. We saw Rysel pitch the ninth inning last night, giving up a leadoff single to the man who's about to dig into the box, Pete Alonso, but then recording 3 quick outs. So a scoreless inning last night, looking for one more here tonight. Rysel has made 8 straight scoreless appearances and owns a 1.82 ERA over his last 26 games. Looking to lock down this save here for the visiting Braves.
So here we go. First pitch on the way to Pete Alonso. First pitch swinging, ground ball to third. Nacho stabs it, fires over. Boy, you like that. 1 pitch and 1 out. Well, you're always aware of Alonso swinging on that first pitch. He likes to do it. He's put up some pretty good numbers in his career versus Iglesias. Well, that's a huge out in a 1-run game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. 1 pitch, 1 out. We'll take it anytime. And it looked like Nacho was a little surprised. Luckily, that ball was smoked just 1 step to his left. Good fundamental play getting that first out.
1 down for Jeff McNeil, who is 1 for 11 in the series and 0 for 3 tonight. And McNeil takes a first pitch strike. McNeil 2 for 6, couple of singles in his career versus Iglesias. 0-1 pitch, left-handed hitter, swings and misses. He's down 0-2. That fastball 97. 4 runs, 9 hits, 1 error for the Braves. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Mets. 0-2. Sent foul into the seats along the left field line. 0-2 on McNeil.
Boy, that velocity certainly has ticked up for Iglesias. At 96, 97, he's throwing to the top of the zone and changing his arm slot. Really tough on hitters.
0-2. Have a seat. Blistered a fastball right by him at 98. And McNeil walks back to the dugout dejected, and the Mets down to their final out.
Yeah, we know Iglesias struggled early in the season, but I don't recall seeing too many 97s and 98s at that time. So that arm is really rounded into shape here in August.
It's up to Cedric Mullins, left-handed hitter. First pitch to Mullins and a strike. Good changeup. 0-1 on Mullins. 4-3 Braves, 2 down, bottom of the 9th. 0-1 pitch. Mullins with a fly ball to center. Michael Harris on the other end. He's got it. The Braves win, and they come to New York and break hearts here in Queens. Braves win the rubber game. It's a 1-2-3 bottom of the 9th inning. Braves take this series. They also take the season series for the 8th year in a row against the Mets. And the Braves take 2 of 3 here in New York. It was a fun game. For the Mets in the 9th, no runs, no hits, no errors, none left. And a sad bunch of Met fans head to the exits. Final score, Braves 4, Mets 3. Back with the totals after this.
Hey, Braves fans, some things just get better with time, like your love for the Braves and banking with Truist One Checking. It's checking for life, offering everyday essentials like no overdraft fees and a tap-to-pay debit card, and great extras you'll appreciate season after season, like automatic upgrades as your balances grow. Be ready every inning with Truist One Checking. It's life-ready checking that grows with you. Get Truist One Checking today. Truist Bank. Member FDIC.
Spoiler alert. A 2-word warning that we're about to ruin the end. But sometimes, spoilers can be worthwhile. And so, we designed the Lexus NX to reveal many things. Like taking the mystery out of how close you are between parking space lines, or the time you'll arrive at your dinner reservation. Technology designed to remove surprise endings. It's just a better story.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I saw you from across a cafe, and you're the Geico Gecko, right?
In the flesh.
Oh, my goodness. This is huge to finally meet you. I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Anyway, that's all. Enjoy the rest of your food.
No worries. So are you just going to watch me eat?
Oh, sorry. Just a little starstruck. I'll be on my way.
If you're going to stick around, just pull up a chair.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater. And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters. Take one bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. One more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
Hi, just a Florida native here with a quick message for all the new residents. Welcome. There are things us locals just know, and I want you to know them too. Like never leave home without sunscreen, ever. Oh, and scrub bugs off your car right away. And when traffic gets trafficky, take the toll roads. The locals choose ePass. It's a free toll sticker that saves time and gives you volume toll discounts, only with ePass. It might be hot out, but driving's cooler and easier with ePass. Get your free sticker at getepass.com and start driving and saving like a local.
For full details, including terms and conditions, visit unlock.com/legal. Call 1-888-780-6854 to speak with a representative today. Actor portrayal. Terms and conditions apply.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How'd you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just give them a call or go to unlock.com.
Call 1-888-780-6854 to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Use the money for home improvements, to pay off debt, or to add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Visit unlock.com. That's unlock.com. Or call 1-888-780-6854 now to get started.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
Give me a river, give me a dew, give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
This summer, stay cool and hydrated with the official water of Major League Baseball, Primo Brands. With Primo Brands water delivery, you get premium hydration from trusted brands like Zephyr Hills, Pure Life, and Saratoga, delivered right to your door. Stock up for the game or just keep everyone refreshed. Still, sparkling or flavored, there's something for everyone. And the best part, you call the shots. Whether you need a few cases or a few weeks supply, Primo's flexible delivery fits your schedule. So step up to the plate, hydrate like a pro with Primo Brands, the official water sponsor of MLB. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Your burger is served, and this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination.
Cortland Spokespug here to tell you about the awesome live and play spaces at Cortland and the amazing resident service. That's probably why they were ranked #1 apartment brand on Reputation.com. Cortland, proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves. Find your new apartment home at Cortland.com.
Hey, Braves fans, sometimes life throws you a knee-buckling curveball. That's when Truist One Checking steps up to the plate. If you're behind in the count, you won't have to worry about overdraft fees. Plus, eligible clients enjoy a balance buffer for some extra cushion. You'll get a convenient mobile app to keep an eye on things and access to thousands of Truist ATMs. Be ready every inning with Truist One Checking. It's life-ready checking that grows with you. Get Truist One Checking today. Truist Bank. Member FDIC.
The original Louisiana brand hot sauce. It's the perfect balance of peppers, vinegar, and the salty tears of Mets fans. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some.
The flagship station of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets wants to send you to see the season opener in Colorado. Listen for your chance to qualify weekdays during our 4 o'clock hour on Chuck and Chernoff on 680 The Fan.
Final score, Braves 4, Mets 3. Braves take this series, now march on to Cleveland. Braves and the Guardians tomorrow night from Progressive Field in Cleveland, Ohio. And our Braves Radio Network coverage will begin at 5:55 Eastern with a Ford leadoff show. And then Darren and I have the first pitch at 7:10 Eastern, 6:10 Central. Hurston Waldrop gets the ball for the Braves. He's been great lately. He's 2-0 with a 1.54 ERA. And he faces left-hander Joey Cantillo, who is 3-2 with a 4.11 ERA. So for the guys back in studio in Atlanta tonight, that's Joe Virgin and Chris Thames. Also for Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick, I'm Ben Ingram saying so long and good evening from Citi Field here in New York, where the Braves win the rubber game 4-3 over the Mets. Stay tuned for the Hyundai Postgame Show, starting right now with Barrett Salee.
Thank you very much, Ben. It is so much fun owning the Mets. Let's get to our Xfinity play of the game, and it's Ozzie Albies. His double in the top of the 8th proved to be the game-winning hit as the Braves top the Mets 4-3, take the series win, and have won the season series against the Mets 8 years in a row. Introducing the 5-year price guarantee from Xfinity. Get one consistent internet price for the next 5 years. No contracts, no curveballs. Totals, highlights, and sound from the clubhouse coming up after the break. You're listening to the Hyundai Postgame Show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Thanks for listening to Atlanta Braves Baseball on the Braves Radio Network, lit by Louisiana Hot Sauce. This broadcast of Atlanta Braves Baseball is a presentation of the Atlanta Braves and Dickey Broadcasting Company, Atlanta. Any use of the accounts, descriptions, and audio of today's game without the express written consent of the Atlanta Braves Major League Baseball Club and Dickey Broadcasting Company is strictly prohibited. Don't move, because the Hyundai Postgame Show is up next on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network. Lit by Louisiana Hot Sauce.
When you open a Corona, you hear the sounds of wherever you are a little differently. A little more Corona. And you think to yourself, why am I just listening? Corona. La Playa awaits. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
When you need a lawyer after an auto accident, don't just choose any legal team. Make the right call with Ken Nugent. Ken is based in Georgia. Other big-name legal teams aren't even from this area. Strike one. Ken gets you your money quick, while other legal teams waste your time. Strike two. Ken and his team are with you from start to finish. Other legal teams pass you off to a secondary team. Strike three. 3 strikes. Those other legal teams are out. One call to Ken. That's all you need. 404-CALL-KEN.
One call, that's all.
Hope. It's more than a word. It's a breakthrough in the making. At City of Hope, we're pushing the boundaries of science, targeting cancer at the molecular level, with teams of experts working together to personalize a treatment plan right down to your DNA with unprecedented speed, making every second count, with appointments in as little as 24 hours. City of Hope, advancing cancer care at life-saving speed. Learn more at cityofhope.org.
Want to earn a deal on the entire Toyota lineup at the national sales event? Then do as I say. Great job. You just earned a deal. Get $500 in bonus APR cash on a new 2025 Toyota Tacoma. Offer valid through September 2nd, 2025. Offer entitles $500 bonus APR cash on the purchase of a new and untitled 2025 Toyota Tacoma vehicle. Bonus cash may be used only toward down payment or capitalized cost reduction on the new vehicle. See dealer for details.
Atlanta Braves Baseball on the Braves Radio Network is lit by the original Louisiana brand hot sauce, the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. Bring the heat.
Hard hit ball to short, scooped up and tossed to second. Quick turnaround, it's going to be close. Throws it to first, and he's out. Double play.
A Braves double play is a well-oiled machine, just like Valvoline Instant Oil Change. We'll change your oil in about 15 minutes while you stay in your car. The only thing that'll be out here is your old oil. Drive into your neighborhood Atlanta location today. No appointment needed. Valvoline Instant Oil Change is a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A. The A in Chick-fil-A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
Hey Atlanta, it's the little things we do together that can make a big difference. Atlanta area Chick-fil-A restaurants are teaming up with the Atlanta Braves Foundation on the Home Plate Project to help fight food security for families in need. Show your support by visiting braves.com/homeplate to learn more about food distributions in your area.
Athletes work under a contract to protect their future. Why shouldn't you? I'm Kevin Swanson, business manager with IBEW Local 613, the largest electrical workers union in the South. Our members work under contracts also that lock in fair pay, steady raises, great benefits, and world-class training. That's how we build real careers, not just jobs. If you're in construction, it's time to level up. Secure your future with a contract that works for you. Visit IBEW613.org and click Join Us today.
Stream Braves baseball in crystal clear HD on the Fan app. Now with Apple CarPlay, so you can get it directly through your dashboard. Download the Fan app now. Another ball game is in the books, and we've got it all covered. This is the Hyundai Postgame Show on the Braves Radio Network. All the highlights, news, and audio from today's game is on the way. All driven by your local Hyundai dealer. Proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves. Visit buyhyundai.com.
Sales 3-2. Not a thing wrong with that. Here's the strike zone with a fastball.
Now live from the Battery Atlanta at Truist Park. It's time for the Hyundai Postgame Show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
It is a very happy Hyundai postgame show here in the Battery Atlanta. Barrett Sallee recapping the Braves 4-3 win, a dramatic 4-3 win. Braves take the series 2-1 and take the season series for the 8th year in a row. Ozzie Albies, the hero of the night, had a 2-run home run, then came through with an RBI double in the 8th that proved to be the game winner. How about Bryce Elder? 7 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 of them were earned, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts. An all-around perfect game to end the 3-game set. And man, it is so much fun beating those guys. Just love to make them miserable. And here are the highlights to prove that we made them miserable. Bottom of the 3rd, 2 down. Bryce Elder facing Francisco Lindor as the Mets look to break the scoreless tie.
2-0 to Lindor. And Lindor with a high fly ball to deep center field. Harris going to go back to the wall. Harris climbs the wall. It's out of his reach. And it's 1-0 Mets with a home run by Francisco Lindor.
409 feet for Lindor, his 22nd of the year. The Braves answer right back in the top of the 4th. Kodai Senga cruising up to this point, but Ozzie Albies makes him pay for grooving a 4-seamer right down the middle.
0-1 to Ozzie. Ozzie smokes one in the air to deep right field. That takes flight back to the wall. Soto back, and that is gone. And the game is tied as Ozzie Albies just rocked one over the right field wall for his 10th homer of the year.
10th of the year and first since July 19th. Top of the 6th, Braves looking to take the lead. Runners at the corners, 2 down. Ozzie Albies at the dish, facing Mets reliever Tyler Rogers.
0-1 to Ozzie, and he flips one in the air out to left field. That'll drop in for a base hit. Baldwin will score, and that looping liner by Ozzie Albies makes it 2-1 Braves here in the top of the 6th inning.
Bottom of the 6th, Bryce Elder still in for the Braves. Francisco Lindor singles, steals second, and gets to third on a throwing error by Drake Baldwin. After a Juan Soto walk, Brandon Nimmo steps in with runners at the corners and 1 down.
There's a pitch on the way to Nimmo. And Nimmo lines one in the air to left field, in line with it Profar. Makes the catch, tagging from third base now Lindor. Here's a throw to the plate, cut off down the line, and it's a tie game. Sac fly by Brandon Nimmo, and he has his 67th RBI of the year. And the Mets able to take advantage of that throwing error by Baldwin, which puts Lindor at third base. And it's a 2-2 affair here in the 6th inning.
Later in the inning, after Juan Soto steals second, Elder is facing Pete Alonso with 2 down as Alonso looks to give the Mets the lead.
It's a tight one here. 3-2, ground ball up the middle past the diving Allen, and a base hit into left center field. Soto sprints for home. He scores, and the Mets take the lead.
Braves answer right back, though, top of the 8th after a Marcell Ozuna 1-out walk. Eli White pinch runs for the Big Bear. Then Michael Harris steps in, looking to stay hot and tie it up.
0-1 pitch. And Harris in the air towards left center field, slicing towards the gap and down for a base hit all the way to the wall. Eli White running like a man possessed. He will score. And a tie game on the double by Harris, who's swinging a stick of dynamite since the All-Star break. Tied at 3 here in the 8th. What a swing.
It didn't stay tied for very long because the next man up is Ozzie Albies looking to build off his stellar game and gives the Braves the lead.
1-0 pitch, and he swings and hits one deep down the right field line towards the corner, and that is off of the wall on the fly. Harris takes off. Mets just now hit the cutoff man. That's going to give the Braves the lead. It's a double by Ozzie. That's his 3rd big base hit tonight, and it gives the Braves a lead here in the 8th inning as it's 4-3 Atlanta. He just cooked that one off the wall in right field.
Is there a sweeter sound in America than hitting or hearing the Mets fans boo their own team? Bottom of the 9th, 2 down, Raisel Iglesias in to try to close it out for the Braves. Cedric Mullins at the plate as the Mets' final hope.
0-1 pitch. Mullins with a fly ball to center. Michael Harris on the other end. He's got it. The Braves win, and they come to New York and break hearts here in Queens. Braves win the rubber game. It's a 1-2-3 bottom of the ninth inning. Braves take this series. They also take the season series for the 8th year in a row against the Mets. And the Braves take 2 of 3 here in New York. It was a fun game for the Mets in the ninth. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. And a sad bunch of Met fans head to the exits. Final score, Braves 4, Mets 3.
Oh, they are very, very sad. Bryce Elder gets the win for the Braves. He's 5-9. Ryan Helsley gets the loss. He's 3-3. Raisel Iglesias to save his 17th of the season. Hey, fans, there's never been a better time to test drive that Hyundai that you've always wanted. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Hyundai is a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves. Sound from the clubhouse coming up after the break. You're listening to the Hyundai Postgame Show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
When you're looking for leading cardiac care, look to Northside Hospital Heart Institute. We lead with 95% patient recommendations. You could say we're #1 in the heart of Georgia. We lead with 100 dedicated cardiovascular doctors, so you'll know your heart is in the best hands. We lead with compassion, because you are at the heart of our care. Northside Hospital Heart Institute. We lead with heart.
Have you ever wondered if there was something special you could put on your food to make it even better? There is, and it's called the original Louisiana brand hot sauce, perfectly blending zesty peppers, tangy vinegar, and salty salt. The original Louisiana brand hot sauce makes curly fries into curl your toes fries, and every plate of nachos into nacho heck yeah. Only the original Louisiana brand hot sauce is bold enough to be the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. That's Louisiana hot. Buy you some.
You're not afraid to get dirty. You know there's strength in sweat, pride in a hard day's work, and power in a great team. We agree the best teams run like a well-oiled machine. That's why you need a Yanmar tractor on your roster. The tractor rated #1 in product quality by the EDA 5 years running. From digging and grading to tilling and mowing. Get more done. Take less time. Yanmar gets you to the game faster. See all their tractors online at yanmartractor.com. That's yanmartractor.com.
Hurry up and get your Braves tickets for the 2025 season. With great matchups and multiple seating options and packages available, there's something every fan will love. Visit Braves.com/tickets today.
Hey, Braves fans, it's Ben Ingram for Emory Healthcare. If you're like me, you get the day going in a hurry with a lot to get done. But what if a nagging joint pain or sports injury is holding you back? Go to Emory Orthopedics. With multiple clinic locations across Metro Atlanta and 1 in Flowery Branch, you'll find the expert care you need. Emory is also home to the only dedicated hospital in Georgia focused on spine, hip, and knee surgery. As the official team healthcare provider of the Braves, Emory will treat you like a pro. Learn more at emoryhealthcare.org/ortho.
Hey, Braves fans! SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the A, meaning SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of... the official ticket marketplace of...
That ball was crushed!
And...
Did you see that?
Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Braves games or to any other live event across Braves country, SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be part of every home team win. SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of... Let's go, Braves!
Napa has the parts and the expertise to help your business stay ahead of the game. That's why Napa is a proud partner of the 2025 Atlanta Braves. 2 legends driven to win from the field to the open road. While Napa is powering fleets and garages across the country, the Braves are delivering pennants, MVPs, and championships. So no matter the size of your business, Napa are the pros that know how to keep you moving at full speed.
You have a chance to win Braves tickets at noon and qualify for a trip to see Georgia Tech's opener in Colorado during the 4 o'clock hour. Get all of the details at 680thefan.com.
If you missed any of today's Braves action, the Hyundai Postgame Show has you covered. You're locked into the Hyundai Postgame Show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network. Driven by your local Hyundai dealer, proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves.
Welcome back, Barrett Salee here in the Braves Radio Network studios in the Battery, Atlanta, recapping the 4-3 win for the Braves over the Mets. Hey, fans, injuries can be devastating in baseball and in life. If you or someone you love are injured in an accident, there's only one call to make: attorney Ken Nugent and his team. This season, Ken Nugent and Chris Sale have teamed up to remind all of us that our brave first responders also put Georgians first when devastating injuries occur. Each month, one first responder will be recognized for their tremendous service with a $1,500 award courtesy of attorney Ken Nugent. And that fan will join Ken and pitcher Chris Sale on the field before a Braves home game. Monthly recipients will be announced during the final Braves Clubhouse report of the month, heard on the flagship of the Braves Radio Network, 680 The Fan. Nominate a first responder today at callken.com/first responder. That's callken.com/first responder. Attorney Ken Nugent, one call, that's all. Braves winners over the Mets. They take the series. Here is Braves manager Brian Snitker.
I guess just Ozzie there in the 8th inning, I mean, being on time for that velocity and what he's done tonight. I mean,
it was really good. That's not an easy ride right there, that guy, and, being a former closer, and, they get to you kind of figured they had the deck stacked right with the way they wanted it in that game, and that's some good hitting.
The back-to-back doubles there in the 8th to come back again. What has this team showed you in this series?
There's no quit in them. I mean, when there never has been. It hasn't went our way, but it's not because of lack of effort or anything. It's just been one of them things, and we're starting to swing the bats like we're more capable of doing, I think. And just the way we came back to really the last 3 days, we came back in all 3 of those games, and but these are good wins for us against a really good club, and so I'm just glad the guys are still staying after it, and which they do. I mean, they're pros, and they're going to come out and they're going to give you everything they got, and it works really good, and the effort and everything. It was good to see Bryce have one of his games like that. I mean, that was huge. The timing of it, keeping us out of the bullpen just for 2 innings was awesome, and so glad he got through the 7th so he could be recipient of the win.
7 innings and 87 pitches.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
You say it was just 2 innings from the bullpen tonight, but there were 2 effective innings. And last night, to see what they're doing here, how big is that going to be?
Just those 5 and 4 games last weekend and what they did, and it's huge, and those starts go a long way, and giving a lot of those guys down there an extra day and another day, so we're not looking at no days off and they're pitching, and kind of resets everything, and it's huge what they're doing.
Snip, the year that Ozzy's had to battle through, how huge would this be if he's able to?
Oh, it's great. That's one thing about Ozzy. He never stops believing in himself. I mean, you never know when he gets to the ballpark if he's hitting 300 or, 220 or whatever. You don't know if he's 0 for 10 or 8 for 10. He's the same guy every day. He's got a great smile, that on his face, a great attitude. He works. He's got the perfect attitude to get through the pitfalls of this game, which there's a lot of them, and he keeps believing in himself.
Harris keeps continuing to.
Yeah, no, he's been unbelievable. Just what he's doing, the consistency, and how he kind of found what he's doing. It's been awesome to see, because we've all seen, we've seen it in spurts, and just, he's another one that kept believing in himself, and I told him many times how much respect I had for him, because when he wasn't hitting, he was out there helping us defensively. I mean, he never took it out there. I mean, making great plays and busting his rear, and says a lot about the individual doing that too.
That was Braves manager Brian Snitker. We'll take a break. When we come back, you'll hear from Bryce Elder. This is the Hyundai Postgame Show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Oh, hey. Hey, thanks for meeting me here. It's just, you're my only lawyer friend, and I need your professional opinion. You see that brand new Hyundai Tucson out there? That's all I paid for it.
Let me get back to you on that. Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. At the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Lease a Hyundai Tucson for $259 a month, or get 2.99% APR or $1,750 bonus cash. Hyundai is a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves. Offers end September 2nd. Call 813-867-0006 for complete offer details.
Napa has the parts and the expertise to help your business stay ahead of the game. That's why Napa is a proud partner of the 2025 Atlanta Braves. 2 legends driven to win from the field to the open road. While Napa is powering fleets and garages across the country, the Braves are delivering pennants, MVPs, and championships. So no matter the size of your business, Napa are the pros that know how to keep you moving at full speed.